Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
All right, welcome everybody. A good Saturday. Beautiful day up here in Park River, North Dakota. We're here for Division A first round playoffs between the Lisbon Broncos and the Park River Aggies. And we're going to have our pregame interview here with the Park River head coach, Jordan Hollingsworth. That's just coming up here in just momentarily. We're going to take a word from our sponsors and come back in 30 seconds.
We do. We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Looking to tackle a big building project or a major fall cleanup? Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro has what you need. 40 dumpster roll-off boxes that are on hand, ready for rent. Need building materials? They'll deliver everything you need for your project and bring the dumpster at the same time for maximum convenience. If it's time for fall cleaning, rent a large dumpster and clear out your space with ease. For rentals of your dumpsters and building needs, your one-stop shop for your projects, Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Park River, North Dakota. We're here for Division A 11-man playoffs. I'm here with the Park River area head coach, Coach Jordan Hollingsworth. So, Coach, you guys are coming into the playoffs. You have just one loss on the season, and Lisbon Broncos not an unfamiliar opponent to Park River, as you guys played them last year at the beginning of the season. You had the second game of the season this year, and now you have them in the playoffs. So, not an unfamiliar four here to Park River.
Yeah, it's a team we've had an opportunity to play a couple of times with, and it's a really solid program down there. Someone that we have a lot of respect for and we feel like we match up well with. And so, yeah, we got an opportunity to play in week 2 and got a big win, and I thought that kind of built some momentum going into our season, but they're a whole nother team from what we saw early in the season, and so we really need to play well today to have a chance. Yeah, and then that was just something I was going to ask you about. Now, what are the differences maybe that you saw, not only in the formations, the offensive formations that the Broncos have been using, but maybe in some of the personnel that maybe you saw at the beginning of the season that aren't around this season, and how you kind of prepared this week for that? I guess the offense, defense, and then the personnel of the Lisbon Broncos. Yeah, when we played in week 2, they were coming off some injuries. They had just lost their second-team All-State quarterback. The Bentner kid had just gone out, and so I think they were still trying to figure out who they were a little bit. I think they had a couple of other starters actually out of that game too, trying to get them healthy before region play. And if you look at their season, it was kind of measured before that game and after that game. After us, I think they won 3 in a row, and they had a lot of success as they figured out who they were going to be with, who was in now opposed to who was in at the start of the season. And so I think they really did a good job figuring it out. They're a run-first team. I don't know if I've been able to say this many times in the 2 years I've been here, but they might be the only team we play that runs the ball more than we do. And so they want to be physical up front and run the ball and control the clock the same way we do. And so we match up well that way today. They've got some nice athletes. They run hard. They're physical up front. The 24 kid at tight end, they're kind of H-back role, does a really nice job catching the ball. The quarterback's come a long way since we saw him in week 2. And so he stepped in and has done a really nice job, especially running the ball. And so they're definitely a different team than what we saw early in the season. When we prepped for them this week, I told our boys, don't even watch our game from the first week, because you don't want to get caught as a coach looking at what the result of that game was. But they run a whole new offense. I mean, they do a lot of stuff different than when we saw them in week 2. And so we're preparing for a different team, and I mean, they look like a different team on tape. And so it's someone that, like I said, they're much improved. They're physical. They don't give up a lot of points. They do a really nice job running the ball. And so that's what we've been focusing on this week, is stopping the run. Yeah, you kind of mentioned something about maybe the Broncos kind of searching for their identity at the beginning of the season, losing some players, but also you're in your second year as head coach for the Park River Aggies.
And maybe last year, a little bit tougher season for Park River than what you guys are used to. And this year, you're in the first round playoffs. You've been in the top 5 rankings in the state of North Dakota. So maybe just talk to us a little bit about how you've developed that program, or how it's come along from your first year now to your second year, where you guys are one of the top ranked teams in the state.
Yeah, there's been a lot of improvement. I mean, 3 years ago, we didn't win a game. When this group was sophomores, we had all these same kids starting as sophomores, and we didn't win a game. Last year, we won 3 games, and we were able to build a little bit of momentum, and that was our best season in a while up until that point. And so we saw some improvement. We couldn't stay healthy. There was a lot of games we had 7 or 8 guys standing on the sideline with injury, and so we really focused on getting healthy. We changed some of the things we were doing. It was my first year calling offense. I'm both our offensive and our defensive coordinator. I call it both ways. I'd never called an offense before, and so I know I've grown a lot as a play caller, but I just can't give enough credit to the boys. They've really bought into the program, to the weight room. I've said this before, but it's amazing what you can accomplish when no one cares who gets the credit, and that's what this team has shown, that they don't care. I've never once had a kid this season go, hey, I'm a pretty good athlete too. Any chance I can get the ball a few more times? Never. I mean, they just care about winning and being successful and doing those things, and they've been really gritty and tough-nosed, and that's what kind of program we want to have, and so far we've shown that that's who we are this year, and I'm really proud of the growth they've shown, not only this season, but over the course of the last couple of years.
Yeah, and just talking about, it kind of sounds like you guys have a good core group of leaders on that team and a lot of unselfish players, so maybe just give it a little insight. You guys do have 10 seniors on the squad. I mean, I look at somebody like Hillsborough Central Valley, they also have 10 seniors, and that's almost unheard of. Just seems to be you guys, you hit the right year. You got 10 seniors out here, a bunch of great leaders, so maybe tell how they've impacted the team and what you look forward, I guess, from that leadership as you guys try to make your way deeper into the playoffs.
Yeah, we got 10 seniors, and basically 7 of them play both ways for us, and so there's a lot of experience. Like I said, they've been playing since they were sophomores. There's not really, other than the playoffs, there isn't a setting they haven't been in. I mean, they've seen it all. They've got a lot of pictures of football, as like what we like to talk about, and so they've grown a lot as individuals and as players. We lean heavily on those senior leaderships. I mean, all 4 of our captains are seniors, and then the next 6 guys do a great job of leading as well, and I can't say enough about what it means to have a core group like that lead and do a good job. They're a good group of athletes as well. They're not only good leaders, but it's a group that's had success in baseball. They've played in state championship games and tournaments and all that different stuff. Basketball last year, they had a lot of success, so they were really hungry to transfer it over to the football field, and I think we've finally seen some of that this year, and so it's just a great group of kids. It's a group of kids that I have a lot of love for, and I can't say enough about not only the kind of football players they are, but the kind of men they are. It's one thing that as we've wrapped up the season here, we're getting down to where I've talked to them a lot about, I'm not ready to be done with this group of kids, and I know they're not ready to be done with each other, and so we're fighting to continue to get to spend more time together, and just a lot of love for that group and the way they've conducted their business.
All right, Coach Hollingsworth, as you get ready to head out here, any parting thoughts or any last words before you head out here today for this game?
No, we just need to make sure that we take care of the ball and put together some offensive drives and stop the run. Looking for Tucker Omdahl to have a good job rushing, but Jackson Omdahl stepped up a lot as quarterback too, and I'm hopeful that he can spread the ball a little bit, even though there's some wind today. So really excited for it, and it's going to be a great day. It's beautiful weather, and excited for the environment we're going to have here.
All right, everybody, I'd just like to thank Coach for stopping up here. That's head coach of the Park River Aggies, Coach Jordan Hollingsworth. Coach, good luck today.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me on.
All right. Thanks, Coach. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to step away for another timeout, and then we'll come back with the head coach of Lisbon Broncos, head coach Mark Moss.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
New Solid Tech R floors deliver sustainable high performance from bottle to floor. They're PVC-free and made with natural stone and recycled single-use plastic for scratch-proof, flood-proof protection that stands up to all that your life demands. Because sustainability, beauty, and performance are at the heart of Solid Tech R floors.
Available at Carpet World, 17th Avenue South, online at carpetworldfargo.com.
growers. Prepare your fields and yield.
All right, and welcome everybody. We're back here for this Irie Insurance pregame show. I'd just like to say the broadcast of this tournament, or broadcast of this game, has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of North Dakota High Schools Activities Association. So just have to get that out there, and like to thank everybody for joining in, no matter where you're at, down in Southeast North Dakota, up here in Park River, or all across the U.S. Thanks for joining in as our broadcasts are brought to you free of charge. And just like to thank all of our feature sponsors for today, to include our Irie Insurance pregame show, our American Crystal Sugar starting lineup, our Bank North School Board, our Enbridge Energy players of the game, and Agus Egg Precision play of the game, along with all of our ad sponsors. And without their support, we would not be able to bring you this broadcast. So we're just waiting for our interview here with head coach of Lisbon Broncos, Coach Mark Moss. We're going to see if we can get him up here and continue on with our Irie Insurance pregame show in just a moment.
2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We're just moments away for our pregame interview here with our head coach of Lisbon Broncos, Coach Mark Moss. He's just making his way up here. We're going to take another 30-second timeout, and we'll come back with that interview.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here with the head coach of Lisbon Broncos, head coach Martin Box, as we continue on with our Irie Insurance pregame show. Coach Moss, the Lisbon Broncos, coming off a victory, a hard-fought victory in Gwinner, North Dakota against the Sargent County Bulldogs. You guys ended up winning that by a score of 6-0. And just in the last 3 games, you've only given up 16 points. So I guess kind of the what I'm looking for here is, how do you think the Broncos are? How did you guys prepare this week for that Aggies offense that is kind of a dual threat there with Tucker Amdahl and Jackson Amdahl in the backfield?
Yeah, we had a good game last week. It was exactly the type of game I was expecting. It was going to be a dogfight. And our defense is played well all year. So they've carried us. We know we played Park River, the first game of this year, and then we played them. We were up here last year for the first game. So we know what to expect. They know what to expect. We hope it's a low-scoring game, but our defense has been the heart of our team all year. So we're going to need to rely on them again today.
Yeah, and then I guess one of the big questions, kind of the bigger question that's been around the Broncos team all season, is just the health of your team, especially on the offensive side. Your defense, you've been able to hold them together pretty well. We've seen a number of different formations that the Broncos running. Last week you said you're kind of settling into an offensive scheme, not the time to put in a lot of new plays. So just kind of tell us how the Broncos are doing health-wise, and then what can we expect to see out of the Bronco offense today?
Yeah, Riley's going to give it a go today. He's been dinged up for the last couple of weeks. Cruz, he's kind of dealing with the bum ankles. So we got the bodies out there today. This is probably the most healthy we've been, I guess you could say, since the first couple weeks of the season. So it's playoff time. The kids, we got a lot of kids that are dinged up and banged up, and it's time to to come out and play some football now. These kids, they want at least one more game and hopefully more than that, but it's going to be a fun day today.
So just going on, you just mentioned, it is playoff football time, and it's kind of one of those, I guess some people call it, like a start to the new season. So you did mention, you guys had played the Park River Aggies at the beginning of the season, second game of the season. You played them last year as well. You're here in the playoffs. So is it something where you just kind of throw out the film and just, concentrate on the practice that you guys had this week and focus on what Park River's done maybe the last 2 or 3 games, as opposed to looking at their whole depth of the season or breadth of the season?
Looking at their film from their 9 games this year, they really haven't changed that much. Their quarterback was down for a couple games in the middle of the season, but they're still a team that wants to run the football and try to get us, try to get their guys to the edge and get their guys in space. So, you always want to watch the film. Our kids have been great at watching film this week. So, that's the good thing about technology now. We know exactly what they've done, and they know exactly what we do. Now it's just to go out there and see, what kids are going to rise at the top today.
All right, and then the Broncos, you guys are making your way back into the playoffs. You missed the playoffs last year. You've made the first round of the playoffs 2021 through 2023, and you were bounced out in 2023 by the Langdon area Munich Cardinals. Just, kind of what does it mean to your program as far as, maybe building as the, I guess you're going to graduate a senior class here, and you got a lot of underclassmen on this team. So what does this mean for those kids coming up in the program and, establishing a good nuclear core of Broncos for, the next 2 or 3 years in the Bronco locker room?
I certainly don't miss going to Langdon, so that's definitely a plus today. You always like to host a playoff game, but, just qualifying for the playoffs, it means that you've had a good season, you're battle tested. So, I'm really happy that our seniors get to play that one more game. Then, for the underclassmen, I think we talked last week about the experience they're getting. They're not being asked to play in games where we're losing 40-0 or things like that, where some experiences might not be, super beneficial for the future. Our underclassmen, they're out there, getting battle tested and playing against playoff teams in playoff games. So, you can't put a measure on how that's going to affect the future. I mean, it's going to be nothing but positive, for our underclassmen, and just qualifying for the playoffs just means that, a lot of what they've done in the off season and throughout the season, was worth it. And you get to play playoff football, and it's win or go home. The loser of today is going to be putting pads away, next week and getting ready for their potlucks and their celebrations. So, we want to keep this going. We like playing football, and the weather's great, and if we can just keep this going, that'd be great. But, we got to. The next 2 hours are going to go a long way in determining how that's going to go.
Yeah, all right, Coach. Just any parting thoughts, any last words before you guys head on the field today to take on the Aggies?
No, I'm just super happy that our seniors get to play some more football. They've had a great career as Broncos, and they've done a lot for our program, and they've put the time in, and it shows the underclassmen that when you put the time in and you dedicate yourself to being a good football player, you can be a good football player and play in some really big games.
All right, everybody, that's head coach of Lisbon Broncos, Coach Mark Moss. Coach, good luck today.
Thanks, Brent.
All right, good luck, Coach.
Thanks for stopping out. Yeah, appreciate it. See ya.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go and step away for another timeout. We'll come back and continue on with our Insurance pregame show.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits, including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Looking to tackle a big building project or a major fall cleanup? Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro has what you need. 40 dumpster roll-off boxes that are on hand, ready for rent. Need building materials? They'll deliver everything you need for your project and bring the dumpster at the same time for maximum convenience. If it's time for fall cleaning, rent a large dumpster and clear out your space with ease. For rentals of your dumpsters and building needs, your one-stop shop for your projects, Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
All right, welcome back here for this Irie Insurance pregame show. Get insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote. And just looking at the Lisbon Broncos, the Broncos open up their season against Botno. Botno receiving votes in the latest Division A11A football poll. Their current record was 8-1. They're also in the playoffs. And then Botno defeated Lisbon by a score of 28-6. That was back on the 22nd of August. And then Broncos followed that up with a game against Park River. That was in Lisbon. The Aggies defeated the Broncos by a score of 30-0 back on the 29th of August. The Broncos' latest game was on the 16th of October, where they played in Gwinner, defeated Sargent County Bulldogs by a score of 6-0 in a big defensive battle, just back and forth. The Broncos getting it down into the red zone a number of times in that game, but just Sargent County, kind of the bend don't break defense, was able to keep the Broncos out of the end zone, and they had to settle up with that 6-0 win in Gwinner against the Sargent County Bulldogs back on the 16th of October. And then for the Park River area Aggies, Park River played Sargent County to open up their season back on the 22nd of August, where they defeated the Sargent County Bulldogs by a score of 38-6 up here in Park River. And then, as I said, Park River and Lisbon squaring off on the 29th of August in Park River, showing what they had in store this season for the rest of the teams, as they defeated the Broncos by a score of 30-0. So just in those first two games, their defense only given up 6 points. And then they scored 68 points on the offensive side, and that was just kind of a foreshadow of things to come here for the Aggies, as they're seeded the number two teams out of region, or the number two team out of Region 2. Their most recent outing, they defeated Harvey Wells County. Harvey Wells County, kind of one of the preseason favorites, but the Aggies kind of taking that spot away from them, as they defeated the Harvey Wells County by a score of 16-6 back on the 17th of October. And then Park River also had a great game against Langdon area Munich back on the 10th of October, where the Cardinals defeated the Aggies by a score of 42-22. It was a good first half for the Park River area Aggies, but just Coach Josh Kravachka and the Cardinals just have a little bit too much for the Aggies to handle on that day, and they defeated Park River by a score of 42-22 on the 10th of October. And looking at the kind of the all-time rivalry here between Park River Aggies and Lisbon Broncos, the Broncos and the Aggies have met up 5 times now. The Broncos lead the series 4-1 over Park River. Park River taking that second game of the season this year by a score of 30-0 over Lisbon, but Lisbon's was able to blank Park River in the 4 games previously, dating back to 2007. As the Bronco defense held Park River scoreless up until the second game of the season, where Park River opened up for 30 points and shut out the Broncos. And we'll just turn to your Division 11A football poll. This will be the last poll as we're now in the playoffs, but this one did come out. And your most recent football poll has Langdon area Munich, the number 1 team in the state. They're at 9-0. And then we have a number of ties in the top 5 poll. So tied for second is Velvet Drake Animus and Killdeer, both with 8-1 records. And at number 4, we have Park River tied with Ellendale Edgeley-Combe, also with 8-1 records. And then the Botno Braves receiving votes in the latest Division 11A football poll, also with that 8-1 record. You're looking at your Division 9B football poll here as we continue on in our Irie Insurance pregame show. New Rockford Cheyenne, the number 1 team in the state, as they had the 9-0 record. Lemoore Litchfield Marion, number 2. Number 3, Linton HMB, and Alexander, number 4. All those teams undefeated on the season. Number 5 was Hankinson, down in the southeast corner of the state, with 7-1 record, and also receiving votes is Divide County with an 8-1 record. So those are your latest Division 11A and Division 9B football polls. Looking at the Velvet Drake Animus Garrison Aggies, as they have spent 20 consecutive weeks in the Division A top 5 poll, and that's second to Langdon area Munich and Ellendale Edgeley-Combe, both teams with 10 consecutive weeks in that top 5 Division 11A football poll. Going over to 9-man, Lemoore Litchfield Marion has 19 consecutive weeks dating back to the 2024 season. 19 consecutive weeks in the top 5 poll, followed by New Rockford Cheyenne with 18 weeks in that top 5 Division B9 football poll. And we're right around 10 minutes away here from our starting lineups and the opening kickoff. So we're going to go ahead and step away. We'll come back for more here from Park River, North Dakota, in our Irie Insurance pregame show, Division 11A playoff football.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
All right, welcome back here for this Irie Insurance pregame show, Division 11A playoff football. Park River hosting the Lisbon Broncos in our first round of playoffs. The Broncos currently at 5-4 overall, and then the Park River Aggies, they're at 8-1. Their lone loss coming to Langdon area Munich, and a 42-22 loss back on the 10th of October. Park River also in the latest Division 11A football poll, the number 4 team in the state. The Broncos and the Aggies faced off back on the 29th of August, where Park River blanked the Broncos by a score of 30-0. Look at your playoff games in Division 11A playoff games. Currently, I should say in the early game, we have Ellen Deledgely-Culm taking on Grafton. That was a 1:30 p.m. kickoff. Then your 2 o'clock games, we have Langdon area Munich taking on Northern Cass. You can also catch that on yourliveevent.com. Belvedere Animus takes on Southern McLean, and Kildare is at takes on Ray Powers Lake in your 2 p.m. games. Then we have Hillsborough Central Valley versus Thompson. That was a 1 p.m. kickoff. That's on yourliveevent.com. Dickinson Trinity is taking on Deslax Burlington, also with a 1 p.m. kickoff. And then Botno versus Central McLean for a 2 p.m. kickoff. So those are your Division 11 playoff football games. Just one more time, your early games, Dickinson Trinity and Deslax Burlington. Hillsborough Central Valley versus Thompson for 1 p.m. kickoffs. You can catch that Hillsborough Central Valley and Thompson game on your live event. Then at 1:30, Ellen Deledgely-Culm versus Grafton, the number 3 Ellen Deledgely-Culm Thunder take on Grafton. That's a 1:30 p.m. kickoff. And then your 2 o'clock games are Langdon area Munich versus Northern Cass, Belvedere Animus, Garrison versus Southern McLean. Kildare takes on Ray Powers Lake. Botno is taking on Central McLean, and then you have this one here in Park River as the Aggies take on the Lisbon Broncos. Looking at Division 9B football playoffs. Your early game, Alexander takes on Napoleon Gackle Streetle, taking on the Imperials. Your 1:30 game was Kidder County takes on Mohall Lansford Sherwood. And then your 2 o'clock games, New Rockford Cheyenne Maddock takes on Hatton Northwood. Hankinson takes on North Prairie. Lytton HMB versus Lewis and Clark. And then we have North Border taking on South Border. The Battle of the Borders, North Border versus South Border. And then your late game with the 3 p.m. kickoff is Divide County versus Grant County Flasher Storm. So those are your Division 11A and Division 9B football playoffs. A number of them on the way. As I said, you can catch that Hillsborough Central Valley versus Thompson game with that 1 p.m. kickoff. That game currently in progress. And then the 1:30 kickoff between Deledgely-Culm and Grafton in Division 11A football playoffs. So we are right now about 7 minutes away from our starting lineups and opening kickoff. We'll step away and take another word from our sponsors.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
New Solid-Tech R floors deliver sustainable high performance from bottle to floor. They're PVC-free and made with natural stone and recycled single-use plastic for scratch-proof, flood-proof protection that stands up to all that your life demands. Because sustainability, beauty, and performance are at the heart of Solid-Tech R floors.
Available at Carpet World, 17th Avenue South, online at carpetworldfargo.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
All right, welcome back here to Park River, North Dakota Division 11A football playoffs between the Lisbon Broncos, 5-4 on the season, take on the Park River area Aggies, sitting at 8-1 on the season. Let's look at those region standings as we head into the playoffs. So the Region 1 finished out. Ellen-Dudley-Combe finished at 6-1 in Region 1. They were 8-1 overall. Also making the playoffs, you had Hillsborough, Central Valley, Northern Cass, and Lisbon all with that 5-2 Region 1 record. Just coming down to some tiebreakers and head-to-head matchups between those teams as far as the 1, 2, 3, and 4 teams in the region. Number 1 was EEK, number 2 Hillsborough Central Valley, number 3 was Lisbon, and number 4 was Northern Cass. And then in Region 2, how they finished out the season, your top 4 teams, Langdon area Munich was undefeated at 7-0. Park River with that lone loss to the Cardinals at 6-1. Thompson and Grafton were both 4-3 in the region. And looking at the Hillsborough Central Valley and Lisbon score, or excuse me, Hillsborough Central Valley and Thompson score as they're on commercial, but it looked like that Thompson had the 8-6 lead over Hillsborough Central Valley, so try to get another update on that. But last time I looked at the feed, it was Thompson over Hillsborough Central Valley by a score of 8-6. So that game was a 1 p.m. kickoff, and then you also have the 1:30 game between Ellen-Dudley-Combe and Grafton. We're just looking right around 3 minutes away here as teams are getting ready to announce the starting lineups from Park River, North Dakota. So we will step away, take another 30-second timeout. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility has recently started offering a $4 per hour shift differential for rotating shifts. Go to AmericanCrystalCareers.com for more information.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
All right, welcome back here for our Insurance pregame show as we're right around 2 minutes away from our starting lineups and then our opening kickoff as we look at some of the players to watch in this game for Park River area Aggies. We have Tucker Amdahl, over 1,000-yard rusher this season and approaching his 2,000 career rushing yards for 2,000 career rushing yards, so could possibly get that this game. He's 88 yards away from hitting that 2,000 yards for his career rushing for Park River area. Also on the line for Park River area, you have Morgan Dietrich and Maddox Jorgensen, just a couple of players to watch of note for Park River. As Tucker Amdahl just 88 yards away from hitting that 2,000 mark for rushing for his career. And then for the Lisbon Broncos, the Broncos come in a little battered and bruised as they do have Riley Lucina back in the lineup. So Lucina having a breakout game against Northern Cass, scoring 2 touchdowns and going over 100 yards in that game. He was injured, I believe it was the week after that, and he's back in here for the Broncos, leading the backfield. The freshman running back for Lisbon. Broncos also with their standout linebacker there with Eli Lyons. Lyons coming up along with Sully Kelson on the defensive side, doing a lot of hard work in that linebacking core for the Broncos, as we'll look to that as one of the strengths for the Broncos defense here to stop that Park River area running attack there with Tucker Amdahl. So we turn now to our starting lineups. So for our starting lineups, we'll go into the Lisbon Broncos. The Broncos are the visiting team on the scoreboard here at the Ivory Insurance pregame show. So they are the visiting team on the scoreboard. So we look at the Lisbon offense. The Lisbon offense, your starters, starting at left tackle, is sophomore number 58, Jesse Jones. Yeah, left guard, senior number 70, Brock Lyons. Center, senior number 51, Zach Ward. Right guard, senior number 55, Eli Lyons. Right tackle, sophomore number 52, Rylan Moss. Tight end, sophomore number 24, Sully Kelson. Wide receiver, senior number 11, Zane Lyons. Fullback, sophomore number 26, Ian Anderson. Running backs, freshman number 28, Riley Lucina. Running back, senior number 2, Grayson Lyons. And quarterback, junior number 7, Evan Tui. So that is the Bronco starting offense. And then we will look at the starting defense for Park River area. For Park River, starting at defensive tackle, junior number 66, Kason Twomley. Another defensive tackle, senior number 57, Reeves Jorgensen. Defensive end, senior number 62, Tyler Johnson. Defensive end, sophomore number 55, Simon Zigmund. Safety, junior number 3, Cutter Olberg. Corner, senior number 80, Brennan Schramm. Corner, sophomore number 11, Wyatt Carlson. Linebacker, senior number 22, Tucker Amdahl. Linebacker, senior number 1, Kieran Sullivan. Linebacker, senior number 7, Luke Schierick. And linebacker, senior number 4, Jace Rosinski. So those are your starting lineup, starting offense for the Broncos, starting defense here for the Park River area Aggies. As the Broncos starting lineup just announced on the field, getting over there to Park River here coming up, as we'll just turn it to the field for this starting lineup announcement here for Park River. You can zoom.
And here's the starting lineup on offense for your Park River area Aggies. At center, a sophomore number 59, Simon Zickman. At tackle, a sophomore number 68, Henry Spence. At guard, a junior number 66, Kason Big Cat Plumley. At tackle, a senior number 57, Reeves Jorgensen. At guard, a senior number 62, Tyler Johnson. At tight end, a junior number 9, Noah Troftruben. At quarterback, a sophomore number 8, Jackson Amdahl. A senior running back, number 7, Luke Schierick. At wide receiver, a senior number 80, Brennan Schramm. At wide receiver, a senior number 4, Jace Rosinski. And rounding out your lineup, a running back, a senior number 22, Tucker Amdahl. The Aggies are coached by John.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is your starting lineup here for your American Crystal Sugar starting lineups as we're now heading into our national anthem and then our opening kickoff. So I'd just like to step away, take another 30-second timeout as we head in during the national anthem.
We're about to pay tribute to our great country. At this time, I ask that you...
We're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge-Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Look at your calendar. There's still time to complete those building projects before freeze-up. Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has everything you need, top quality building materials, trusted tools, and Midland garage doors. Yes, it's busy now with harvest, but don't wait. Order now to ensure your products arrive on time so your projects are done before the first flake falls. Visit with Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro and make your building projects plans a reality. Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Imagine your life in Hillsboro, a place where neighbors know your name and opportunities are real. Here, you'll find affordable home lots and grants to help you build your future. In Hillsboro, safety, affordability, and community aren't just promises, they're our way of life. With a 24-hour fitness center, a strong school system, a trusted hospital, and a thriving business district, Hillsboro has everything you need to live well. Here, your family is our family, and your future shines bright. Discover Hillsboro, where small-town living means big opportunities.
All right, welcome back here, Park River, North Dakota. The Broncos taking on the Park River area Aggies in their Division 11A first round of playoffs. Broncos 5-4 on the season. Park River's at 8-1. So Park River and Lisbon met up second game of the season back on the 29th of August. Park River blanked the Broncos by a score of 30-0. As both coaches kind of talked about in their opening comments, both teams not the same teams that they were at the beginning of the season. Park River, their first two games of the season, scored 68 points. Just kind of a foreshadowing of things to come. And that ball is kicked away, taken right around the 20-yard line, coming here to the near side across the 30. Has some running room down the sideline, and wrapped up here by Carter Keller in second effort. Gets him out across the 40 to about the 42-yard line. So Keller with the tackle for the Broncos. Schramm with the return, give him 15, about a 17-yard return. The Broncos won the toss. They deferred to the second half here on the offensive side. Is Park River area opening it up. Broncos with that 3-5 defense. Park River, Jackson Omball in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to brother Tucker. Tucker avoids a tackle. That was Eli Lyons with the first contact as Omdahl just sidestepped him. Give him right around an 8-yard gain. It'll give him a 7-yard gain for Omdahl. So Omdahl with the 7-yard gain. Brings up second 3. Ball is on the Bronco 49-yard line. Oh, now twin receivers. Man in motion. This handoff to Tucker Omdahl. This time he is met. The ball's loose, and the Broncos with the recovery. The Broncos able to strip the ball away from Tucker Omdahl. And looked like Zane Lyons there with the recovery. Eli Lyons, along with Sully Kelson, in on the hit. So the Broncos take over after the turnover. So fumble recovery by the Broncos. Credited to Zane Lyons. Broncos come up on offense. And their shotgun formation looks like Tui in the shotgun, brings the man in motion. That's Ian Anderson. Has Lucina in the backfield, hand off to Lucina. He's wrapped up, met at about the 45. Still driving forward here for Lucina. And looking at that first man contact.
Contact by Hondo, followed up by Twomley, Sullivan, and a host of other Aggies. Gained about one in the play.
So Lucina give him a yard gain on the carry for the Broncos. So picks up 1 yard. So there's Tui back in the shotgun, brings the man in motion. That's Anderson. Lucina just split off to the right. That's fake handoff. Tui drops back, looks downfield as Kilson, and just overthrew him. So going for the shot downfield right away were the Broncos, taking a page out of the Langdon Area Munich Cardinal playbook there. Going for the jugular right away, but just overthrew him. Kilson had broken away, broke free. That pass defense by Kieran Sullivan. But Kilson with some separation. Now that brings up 3rd and 9. So Tui first pass attempt is overthrown. And Kilson was down to right around the 35-yard line. If he would have caught that, he would have been in the open. So shotgun formation, Tui, along with Lucina. Looks like a center screen here, and that's sniffed out right away. So as the Aggie defense sniffed that one out, that pass was broken up. So broken up by Kason Twomley. Twomley in on a couple plays right away to start things out. It just took a little bit too long for Tui to get that pass over to Lucina. Gave the lineman enough time to really recognize what was going on, and Twomley almost had himself an interception. So Broncos on that opening drive by the Aggies forced the fumble. They took over and were able to pick up 1 yard. So he forced to punt now. Here's Kelson to punt. Your punt returners are Schramm and Rosinski. That's here by Schramm. Schramm is going to be wrapped up as he falls right around the 37-yard line. So he's able to fall forward to about the 37. All right, that was Schramm on the return. And so Schramm opened things up, had right around a 20-yard kickoff return. So now we have Amdahl shotgun. Yeah, Black right away. That was Kelson. Kelson swallows up the running back. That was Schierick. So looked like a handoff right to Schierick, and Kelson blasts through the line. So credit Kelson with the tackle. Meet Schierick in the backfield. Give him a loss of 4 on that. So a loss of 4. Ball is on the Aggie 24-yard line. 9:50 remaining here in the first quarter. So we are in the first quarter. This is Amdahl in the shotgun. Has Jackson on the backfield. A quick out pass and right around a 5-yard gain. That's caught and downfield. So Rosinski with the reception. So give Rosinski gaining chunky yards back and now into positive territory for the Aggies. Brings up 3rd down and 8. Give him 6 yards here for Rosinski. So Rosinski with the completion brings up 3rd down and 8. Ball on the Aggie 30-yard line. So Jackson Amdahl, shotgun formation. Tucker Amdahl just off to the right. And that's a high snap. Tucker Amdahl takes it, moves downfield. He's hit, but he has the first down. Hits the line again across the 40, and the line continues to push across the 45. And a big push by the Velva Aggies. Able to push Tucker Amdahl out across the 40 to the almost the 46-yard line. So on the push, give him about an extra 6 yards. even right around 15 yards on that carry for Tucker Amdahl. And Jackson Amdahl shotgun formation has trips here to the near side. That's a handoff. Tucker Amdahl is going to go to the left side, has some running room, breaks it open across the 50 to the 45-yard line. Give him a 9-yard gain, close to the line of gain, so just short. Give him 9 yards on the carry. So a bunch of Broncos over there. First and second contact, just not wrapping up and able to bring Tucker Amdahl to the ground as he picks up a couple extra yards after the first contact. So one pass by Jackson Amdahl was complete to Rosinski for a 6-yard gain. Otherwise, it's been 4 rushes. And that's handoff up the middle, has the first down close to the 40-yard line. So Tucker Amdahl with another carry, give him 5 on the carry for Amdahl. Right through the heart of the Bronco defense. That Bronco defensive line here for Lisbon. Yeah, as defensive tackle, Zach Ward, defensive end, Jesse Jones, and Brock Lyons. Your linebackers, Ranke, Kelson, Lyons, and Tui, along with Lacina. And your defensive backs, Qual, Lyons, and Grayson Lyons, and Zane Lyons for the Broncos. Back to the shotgun formation. He's going to roll out here near side, looks downfield. That's Schierick open. The deep man goes short, and that pass is complete to Schierick. So Rosinski was down deep, had broken away, but he has to check that down to Schierick. So give him the first down and an 8-yard completion. So Schierick that brings up second down here in the first quarter. 6:43 remaining. Second down, 2 yards to go. 8-yard completion from Amdahl to Schierick as the Aggies opening drive fumbled it right around midfield. Broncos recovered. It was 3 and out for the Broncos. And Amdahl, another big hole on the left side, goes through the Bronco defense. Looks like Brock Lyons over there on the tackle along with Riley Lacina, but another first down as the Aggies continue to march down the field. So ball spotted across the 30, the Bronco 30 at about the 27-yard line, 28-yard line, 5-yard gain. So picking up big chunks of yard here for Tucker Amdahl. Has rushes of 7, 15, 9, 5, and 5. As Jackson Amdahl in the shotgun formation. Tucker Amdahl just split here to the near side. He's going to roll out. Amdahl keeps it, and we have a flag. So here in the backfield, possibly a block to the back. Jesse Jones for the Broncos laying on the ground. So looking possible block to the back here for the penalty. As that was a quarterback keeper there by Jackson Amdahl. And that's going to go against the Aggies. So that's the first penalty of the game. So the first penalty goes against the Aggies. Backs them up 10. So backs them up. Brings up first down and 20. Back to their own 38. They were across to right around the Bronco 28. As it's a handoff. Tucker Amdahl takes it up back across the 35, close to the 30-yard line. Looks like a right around another 7-yard carry, but we do have a official's timeout on the field as there is a player down on the field. And we will step away. That looks like that is Schierick for Park River Areas. We're going to step away for a 30-second timeout.
Catch all the action of the fall postseason for Minnesota and North Dakota high school football and volleyball on yourliveevent.com.
Going down the field, it's picked off here from Kindred. Tanning Johnson to the 30, to the 25. Johnson, could he go? Yes, sir! A 45-yard pick six for
Takes it up, played high in the air by Horkin. Here's risky left side off of a touch. Kept alive Thornton. Now played high. Angle, Severson, smash! Count, good!
Check out the postseason schedule on yourliveevent.com.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No, 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 no! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez. Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
All right, welcome back here, LiveEvent.com, as we're still scoreless in the first quarter, 5:35 remaining. We do have an injured player down on the field, and we're going to step away for another 30-second timeout.
Riverside Building Center in Lisbon is the premier building supply headquarters in southeastern North Dakota. They have it from the basic home improvements to complete pre-built homes. Their staff is knowledgeable in every product they sell. With their large inventory and a fleet of 6 delivery vehicles, Riverside Building Center in Lisbon can bring the products to your job site. From a hammer all the way to a home, they have you covered. Visit rbclisbon.com today. That's rbclisbon.com. Riverside Building Center in Lisbon.
All right, welcome back here, Park River, North Dakota, Division 11A football playoffs, as we're scoreless between the Aggies and the Broncos. The Broncos forcing a fumble on the Aggies' opening drive. Broncos went 3 and out. Now Park River area driving down the field as the injured player, Luke Schierick, helped off the field. It looks like he's questionable for the rest of the game. Amdahl drops back, looks downfield, has a man, and that's caught. And across the 10, a big reception defended by Grayson Lyons. And that is a completion down to across the 10-yard line to about right around the 6, looks like where it's spot. So Carter Olberg with the reception. Give Olberg right around 30 yards on that. So 3 completions now for Jackson Amdahl. Has completions of 6, 8, and now a 30-yarder to Olberg. So it brings up 1st and goal. Park River area in the red zone within striking distance of the goal line. 6 yards to go. Hand off to Tucker Amdahl. He's going to dodge one man, drives, and across the 5 to right around the 2-yard line as he falls forward. See where they spot it. Going to bring it back to the 4. Give him a 2-yard gain for Amdahl, for Tucker Amdahl, wearing the 22 jersey. Jackson Amdahl wears the number 8, and just on that, looking for that career rushing, 2,000 career rushing yard goal here for Tucker Amdahl, as was 88 yards away at the start of the game. He's closing in on that now here in the first quarter. So that's a Wildcat direct snap to Tucker Amdahl, and he's going to be swallowed up by Eli Lyons. Lyons comes darting through there and swallows up Amdahl. The Broncos look like they're waiting on that. I know Park River has put that into the game plan when Jackson Amdahl was injured. They brought Tucker into one of the Wildcat, and the Broncos sniffed that one out for a loss, right around a 2-yard loss. So give him -2, brings up 3rd and 7. After that reception by Olberg, it was spotted on the 6-yard line. Tucker Amdahl took it across to about the 4, and now lost at 2. Jackson Amdahl looks down across the goal line, and that's broke up. Good defense there for the Broncos. That's Cruz Ranke. So Cruz Ranke in at linebacker. Likely won't see him run the ball today, but in at linebacker for the Broncos. Nice play by Ranke. Ranke went down last week against Sargent County with an ankle injury. So good to see Cruz Ranke out here making the big play on the goal line. Brings up 4th down and 7 for Park River. So the Broncos looking, they're trying to hold Park River out of the end zone. 10 seconds remaining on that play clock. So Jackson Amdahl looking for a receiver. Has the corner route, and that's broke up. Zane Lyons. Lyons with the dive, pushes the ball out. So good defense here for Zane Lyons and the Broncos, as the Broncos going to take over on downs. A big 4-down stop for the Lisbon defense. So the defense coming up big for the Broncos. Just giving up 16 points in the last 3 games of the season. The pass broken up by Zane Lyons. Lyons, the senior, coming up big for the Broncos. Had that fumble recovery to open things up for Lisbon. Now with a big defended pass, along with Cruz Ranke, the play before, the Broncos going to take over deep in their own territory, so they got to be careful here. As Riley Lucina lined up right on the goal line. Broncos in their own territory, ball spotted on their own 7-yard line. Hand off to Lucina, and he's going to be met and taken out right away at the line. So he was taken out by Kason Twombly. Twombly just swallowed up Lucina once again, so maybe a gain of 1. Twombly has at least 3 tackles now. Not for that defensive line. The Broncos are going to have to deal with him and make the adjustments. So now with 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. So I just noticed the scoreboard. Our quarter's not showing up on there. I show it as lit up, so I'm going to have to go see if we can fix that, maybe get a chance here in a break. But it is the first quarter. 2:44 remain. The Broncos ball deep in their own territory. 1-yard gain for Lucina. Here's Tui with the shotgun. That's a low snap handoff. Lucina has a hole here. He's going to hit it around the corner. He's across the 20, and a potential touchdown saving tackle. Grabbing the shoestrings, and that's a first down for the Broncos as Lucina broke that over, was heading to the sidelines, and was just barely brought down there by Schierick. Schierick with the touchdown saving tackle as Lucina had open field down the sideline. So give him ball spot on the 19. So 1st and 10, ball's on the Broncos 19. Now they're able to get a little bit of breathing room. Give a 12-yard gain, or 11-yard gain to Lucina on that carry. So Tui's had 2 incomplete passes. And now Lucina with another carry. Give Lucina close to 5 yards on that carry. So now the Broncos find a little success running the ball. They've tacked the edges. Now this time they went up the middle on the right side and give them close to a 5-yard gain for Riley Lucina, and they do. So 5-yard gain, Lucina with 4 rushes now for 17 yards unofficially. Tui 0 for 2 passing. One nearly intercepted by Kason Twombly. So Twombly having a big game up here on the defensive line for Park River. As Tui in the shotgun, he has the option. He's going to keep this one, find some running room across the 30, and he has the first down for the Broncos. And he's down to about their own 31-yard line. So Tui with the run pass option, picking up the RPO for Lisbon. He decides to keep it, picks up the first down. I think Tui hits that one a little bit faster. He's looking for the sideline and down the field. So Tui, give him a 6 yards on the carry for Tui. That's his first official carry. So shotgun formation. Lucina just offset to the right side. Man in motion is Anderson. They're going to hand it off to Anderson. Anderson has the corner. He's got to hit it a little bit harder than that. He's swallowed up. And across the 30, maybe a gain of 1 for Anderson. So if he's going to run that, he's got to put on the Jets. Give him 2. I think he still has his cross-country leg. So Ian Anderson completed yesterday in the state cross-country meet. And now he's out here running on the football field, trying to go from distance runner to sprinter. 35 seconds remain in the first quarter. So first quarter play, we're still scoreless. The Bronco defense holding the Aggies out of the end zone on their second drive as the Aggies marched down, got on the 7-yard line. Broncos with the 4-down stop. There's a pitch, and Lucina, fumbled it. And it was a nice developing play for the Broncos. The ball was spotted across the 35, but looks like Lisbon, maybe something that they just started working on, just not real comfortable with it, but that option had the potential to go downfield, and that was just fumbled. Lucina looked like maybe he took his eyes off it, so give Tui maybe a yard, and that's the end of the quarter as we're still scoreless at the end of 1 here from Park River, North Dakota, Division 11A football playoffs.
Hey Lisbon, it's time to rally behind our favorite team. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are sending all our best wishes to the Broncos as they hit the court and field this season. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are proud to support our teams and community. Let's show our Broncos that we're with them every step of the way. Go Broncos! Your dedication and spirit makes us all proud. From all of us at the Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters, we're cheering for you.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide.
All right, welcome back here, your liveevent.com. As we're back to Park River, North Dakota Division 11A football playoffs. We're scoreless after one quarter. Still working on getting the quarter up there on the board. See if I can get a little technical assistance. The Broncos, third down, brings up 3rd and 6 for Lisbon. Had a little fumble, botched pitch on the option and bring Anderson in motion. So Ian Anderson in motion, goes to the far side of the field. Near side is Zane Lyons. Lyons almost took off a little bit early, anticipating the snap, and there's Lucina. And he's going to be dropped in. That's Twomley again. So that was Grayson Lyons with the carry. That's going to bring up 4th down for the Broncos. So give him a loss of 1. So Twomley, give him a loss of 1 for the carry for Lyons. Twomley coming up again. So Kason Twomley, number 66, the junior guard, with the hit on Lyons. And brings up 4th and 7. Ball's on the Bronco 34-yard line. Kelson's back to punt. Well, second punt for the Broncos. And that's downfield across the 40. Takes the Broncos bounce across the 30 to the 35, or across the 25, close to the 20-yard line. Ball down by Carter Keller on the Aggie 21-yard line. So give Kelson, give him about a 30. Give him about a 55-yard punt there for Kelson. So Kelson with his second punt for about 55 yards. Second punt of the game for the Broncos. Park River quick to take over. We're second down, or excuse me, 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Amdahl gets it to Schramm. Schramm cuts the corner upfield across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. So Schramm, give him about a 6-yard reception. Had about a yard gain on the reception, then ran downfield for another 5 or 6. And maybe have some laundry on the field, so we do have a penalty on the field. So only one penalty so far in the game, and that was a holding. And that's going to be another one against Park River area. So Park River having success on the offensive side now with 2 penalties, both holding, and then a fumble. So another penalty for Park River. So 10-yard penalty for holding, spots the ball back on their own 11-yard line. They're quickly to the line. And we're shotgun formation. And that's a handoff to Amdahl up the middle. Finds a little bit of running room. He's across the 15 to about the 16, close to the 17-yard line. Right around a 5. Give him a 6-yard gain. But it's still about 2nd and 14 after that penalty. Was 1st and 20. So 2nd and 14. Give Amdahl 6 yards. 2nd and 14. Ball on the Aggie 17-yard line. And shotgun formation here for Jackson Amdahl. Tucker Amdahl in the backfield has trips on the far side. He's pressured by Lyons. Lyons missing. The ball's downfield. That's anybody's ball. Schramm and Grayson Lyons over there battling for it. Pressure by Eli Lyons. Lyons just missed the quarterback sack. Kind of came in flailing. Lost his footing. And Amdahl able to step up into the pocket. That pass is incomplete. So it brings up 3rd and 14. So Park River area whistled for 2 penalties. We're still in the second quarter. 10:02 remaining in that second quarter. Brings up 3rd and 14 for Park River area. They're behind the chains. And we have a timeout here for Park River. So Park River area calls a timeout. We're 3rd and 14 in the second quarter with 10:02 remaining. We're going to step away for another timeout.
Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating over 40 years of service. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of their locations in Lisbon, Winter, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. For more information, go to nd-insure.com.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of...
All right, welcome back here to YourLoveEvent.com in the second quarter. 10:02 remaining. And that's a whistle and a flag on the play. So another penalty. Not sure what this one, maybe a man in the neutral zone coming before the snap. So defense looks like encroachment. So a 5-yard penalty on the Broncos. That shortens up the third down yardage now for Park River area. 5-yard penalty on the Broncos. So penalty on defense for 5 yards. Lined up in the neutral zone. Park River, 2 penalties of their own for holding. And we have trips here on the near side. So trips on the near side with Schramm, Rzinski, and Troffgruben over across the middle, going to the far side. That's complete to Oberg. Oberg with another big reception. He has one for 30. This one's going to go for right around 12 yards. So give him about a 12-yard reception on that to Oberg. Oberg with 42 yards receiving in the game. So that brings up 1st and 10. The Aggies now on their own 35-yard line. So 9:46 remaining in the second quarter. A Park River area driving downfield. Trips here on the near side. And Jackson Omdahl, shotgun formation and movement by the Broncos. And that looks like Jesse Jones on the far side. So we'll see if he's drawn offside. But Jones with the jump off on the far side. No, it is offsides. So it looks like Jones was drawn off. Offsides by the Aggies. That's a 5-yard penalty. So offside. And their third penalty on the offense for Park River. And Broncos bringing the pressure up. Kelson up the middle. They are able to pick him up. Tucker Omdahl, he's met by a host of Broncos. So the Broncos wrap him up. And that's Grayson Lyons over there on the tackle along with Zach Ward. So Zach Ward, Grayson Lyons making the stop. Gave him about a 3-yard gain. So Tucker Omdahl with 3 yards. We have 8:55 remaining now in the second quarter. 15 seconds remain on the play clock. Park River area moving up to the line of scrimmage. Jackson Omdahl, the sophomore quarterback. Longest completion of the day for 30 yards. Looks like he's 4 for 6 in the pass game. That handoff to Tucker Omdahl. And Omdahl gets it close to the original line of scrimmage. Give him about a yard, maybe 2. So the ball still behind the chains. Brings up 3rd and 10, about 10. It's 3rd and 11. So 3rd and 11 balls on their own 34-yard line. So Jackson Omdahl, shotgun formation. Tucker Omdahl just to the right side. He looks downfield. That trips on the near side. He's going to have to step up in the pocket. He has some running room. Stiffs arm Eli Lyons. Lyons with a nice open field tackle. Around the waist, drops down, takes him by the ankles. So Lyons coming up with the open field tackle. The ball is right around the 40-yard line. Give him a 6-yard gain. So that brings up 4th down. We'll see decision time here for Park River area. See if they bring in the punt team. They're close to midfield, right? Now the ball spotted across the 40. They're going to bring in the punt team. So Tucker Amdahl to punt. As we're still scoreless. We're in the second quarter, 7:15 remaining. And this punt is away. And that's Sully Kelson back there to receive punts. This is a nice punt downfield. Takes about a neutral bounce, goes sideways, crossed to about the 23-yard line. So the Broncos are going to take over, spotted at their own 23-yard line, just across the 23-yard line, as we will step away for a 30-second timeout.
Staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customer satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information.
All right, welcome back. After that change of possession, the Broncos forced Park River to punt. Tui in the shotgun formation. He has Grayson Lyons in the backfield. Lyons going to take it, hits the corner. He's tripped up as he crosses the 25. Give him right around a 2-yard gain, maybe a yard for Lyons. So Lyons going around the right side. 2 hands on the ball for Lyons. Ball now spotted around the 25-yard line. So there is second down and 8 for the Broncos. Ball spotted on their own 25-yard line. So here we go. The Broncos up to the line of scrimmage. Tui in the shotgun formation as Lucina just off to the right side. Brings a man in motion. That's Ian Anderson. As Zane Lyons here to the near side. Tui takes the snap, hands off to Lucina. Lucina not much running room, and he's going to be dropped maybe for no gain. Possible loss here for Lucina. That play is just slow to develop. He's swallowed up by the Aggie defensive line. Give him maybe a gain of a yard for Lucina. So just a slow developing play for the Broncos. Brings up 3rd and 7. Let's say a 3rd and a long 7. I'm not even sure. So I'll give him about 3rd and a long 7 for Lisbon. Looking at that defense for Park River on their defensive line, they got Twomley, Jorgensen, Johnson, and Zickman doing a good job here holding the Broncos on the rushing attack. Tui's going to roll out. Looking for a man downfield. He's going to throw it. Oh, and Lyons here across the 40-yard line. Just missed him. Lyons, a good route as Lyons was kind of dragging across the 40. Tui just misses him. He had pressure and a man coming after him. Tui kind of shaking his hand after the pass. That's going to bring up 4th down for the Broncos. The Broncos not generating a whole lot of offense. They had Lucina picking up a couple of nice runs as their previous drive. Longest of 11. And looks like we're going to have another punt. Broncos 3rd one. Last punt by Sully Kelson went for 55, or right around 55. And back to receive the punt is Schramm in Rosinski. And that punt's going to be a short one, maybe around the 47. So this one kind of shanked over to the near side off of Kelson. And that's going to go out spotted right at the 50-yard line. So I think it's a generous spot going to the way of the Broncos. As the ball spotted right around the 50-yard line, or at the 50. So Park River has a short field to take over here in the second quarter. 5:32 remaining. As the offense for Park River area, right now Jackson Amdahl have him down unofficially 4 for 6 passing with 56 yards. And there's Jackson Amdahl, shotgun formation. Tucker here to the near side, little quick out to Schramm. Schramm's going to get downfield. He loses the ball. The ball is out, and the Broncos last to touch it. But that ball does go forward on the field. We'll see where it's spotted. Looks like it's going to come back, so it was a reception and a fumble. So the ball was on the field momentarily. Broncos just not able to corral it. So another lost ball by the Aggies. Broncos doing a good job punching that ball, giving themselves an opportunity. So Schramm give him a 7-yard reception. So give him 7. And this is Amdahl, shotgun formation, hands off to Tucker. Amdahl wrapped up by Ward. He's still driving his legs. Broncos had 2 or 3 guys on Tucker Amdahl, and he just kept on driving. That looked like Ward and Lyons, along with Madden Schwab, and he was able just to drive through on that second and third effort. Picks up 2 more yards. So it brings up 3rd and 1. 3rd and a long one now for Park River. So it brings up 3rd and 1. Balls on the 40, on their own, or on the Bronco 41-yard line. Second quarter, 4:52 to go. And Amdahl gets across the 40, dives across, and he has the line to gain. So on the dive across the line to gain, he picks up another 2 or 3 yards. Ball spotted across the 40. Give him about a 4-yard carry on that for Tucker Amdahl. So ball spotted at the Bronco 38-yard line, brings up 1st and 10. Ball spotted on the 37. Looks like it's on the 38. So 1st and 10. Ball on the Bronco 38-yard line. You have trips on the far side. And we have a whistle and a flag on the field. So it's offsides. Looks like the Broncos whistled for another one. So that's their second one. Second penalty on the Broncos. So march them 5 yards downfield. So 5 yards on the penalty. Brings up 1st and 5. Balls on the Bronco 33-yard line. As we're at 4:10 remaining. And Tripp's going to bring a man in motion. Shirk to the near side. That's handoff. Tucker Amdahl has a lot of room. He's wrapped up by Lucina, but he's going to drag Lucina across the 30 at about the 25-yard line. So that's another first down. Give him 6 yards on the carry for Tucker Amdahl. So they're continue on the drive here for Park River area. Brings up 1st and 10. Ball spotted on the 25-yard line. Second quarter. 3:43 to go. Last time down in the red zone, Park River area turned it over on downs to the Broncos. The Broncos with the defensive stand inside the red zone. Now under center, he's going to hand it off, and the Broncos plug the hole. Maybe a yard gain or back to the original line of scrimmage. So Broncos doing a good job plugging that hole up. That was Kieran Sullivan, 5'8" senior running back. And give him a couple yards on that. So he was across the 25. Gave him 1 yard gain on that for Sullivan. So Park River back up. Ball spotted on the Bronco 24-yard line. Shotgun formation. So Jackson Amdahl shotgun, hands off to Tucker. And he's bet by Lucina. So Lucina came up, made the first contact. He made him about the 25-yard line. And second effort gave him a gain, maybe another yard or two on the carry. But good job by Lucina making contact in the hole. So now give Amdahl a yard gain on the carry. Sullivan last time up had a yard, so brings up 3rd and 8. Ball's on the Bronco 23-yard line. Second quarter, 2:10 remaining until halftime. So thanks for the help there on our scoreboard. As we have another whistle, and we're going to find out it's a timeout. So Coach Mark Moss of Lisbon Broncos, before the snap, calls the timeout with 1:59 remaining in the second quarter. We're going to go ahead and have another 30-second timeout here at yourliveevent.com.
Tire.net or call 701-683-5136.
For nearly 40 years, West Main Pizza has been serving up hot, delicious pizzas and other favorites, like sub sandwiches, calzones, chicken wings, pasta dishes, paninis, and more. With 2 locations on East Main in Ada and the Rail District in Dilworth, we offer dine-in, takeout, and online ordering at westmainpizza.net. Discover more than just pizza at West Main Pizza in Ada and the Rail District in Dilworth. Your neighborhood favorite since 1986.
Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro is completing post-frame buildings 80 by...
All right, welcome back here to Lisbon, North Dakota. To Park River, North Dakota, as the Lisbon Broncos taking on Park River area Aggies, as we're 3rd and 8, balls on the Bronco 23-yard line, and Amdahl looks downfield, has Schirk near side, he has a blocker out front, and across the 20, down to about the 10, closer to the 5, so went back into the red zone, and it looked like Tucker Amdahl came through there. He was the blocker out front, had a little bit of inadvertent contact, but no flag thrown on that, so big reception, the ball spotted on the 5-yard line. So a good run by Schirk, or excuse me, that's Rosinski. So now Park River area, minute 52 remaining in the second quarter. We're scoreless. And Jackson Amdahl with the keeper across the goal line, and a touchdown for Park River. So Park River on the scoreboard first with a 5-yard touchdown run from Jackson Amdahl on the quarterback keeper. Little RPO themselves for Jackson Amdahl with the run and the touchdown, coming at the 147 mark of the second quarter, 147 remaining of the second quarter. So touchdown for Amdahl, 5-yard run. Here's the 2-point conversion, shotgun formation. And another keeper, this is Wildcat, and across the goal line for the 2-point conversion, and that is good. So Tucker Amdahl with the plunge across the goal line, good for 2. And that'll take us, with a minute 47 remaining, Park River area up over the Broncos now, 8-0.
Even 80 by 200. Need an addition or shop reskin? Cywick Lumber and Hardware has all materials. They'll complete to your customized building requests. Bifold doors, hydro doors for farm buildings, and metal sail steel for durable construction. Whether it's new, an addition, or a repair, every building project can be done with Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro. All materials, all in one place. Visit or call Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
All right, welcome back here to Park River, North Dakota, as Park River area now up over the Broncos by a score of 8-0. That touchdown run coming at the minute 47 mark of our second quarter. It's a 5-yard touchdown run by Jackson Amdahl, the quarterback keeper. 2-point conversion by Tucker Amdahl is good for 8-0 score. Well, kicking off now is Park River area back for the Broncos. Looks like Carter Keller and Riley Lucina back to receive the kickoff for Lisbon. So now Troffgruben with a nice kick. That's fielded by Keller. Keller foot on about the 5-yard line across the 20 to the 25, and he's met and wrapped up and driven back short of the 25. So Keller stopped driving his feet. He's got to keep those feet going forward, but he just stopped on the contact. And that ball spotted right around the 20, across the 20 at the 24-yard line. So short of the 25, the Broncos take over at their own 24-yard line on the return. So nice kickoff fielded. Looked like Keller's foot was on there about his own 5-yard line. The Broncos take over with a minute 39 remaining. Broncos just don't want to give up the turnover here before the halftime. See if they can find some positive yards and get into halftime with this lead by the Aggies. 8-0. That's handoff to Lyons. Grayson Lyons tries to cut the quarter across the 25. So Lyons give him about a 2-3 yard gain now for Lyons. So Lyons with 3. Yeah, Lyons now with 3 carries for 4 yards for Lisbon. So Tui now 0 for 3 passing. Looks like Lucina, Riley Lucina, with right around 20 yards rushing off of 5 carries. Lions with 4 yards on 4 carries. Anderson with 2 yards. Tui with 6 yards on the quarterback keeper, RPO. Tui in the shotgun with the handoff. He's going to look for the left side. Has a little running room. Cross the 30. Falls down right around the 32-yard line. See where the ball, or they spot the ball. So it is about a 5-yard gain for Tui. Give Tui 5 yards. Has 11 now on 2 rushes in the game. Still, the Broncos have yet to complete a pass as they're now ball spotted on their own 32 with 26 seconds remaining in the the second quarter. As you look on our Bank North scoreboard, Park River area up 8-0 over the Broncos. And there's Lucina. Lucina keeps the feet driving just short of the line of gain. We'll see a forward progress. He's close to the line of gain, as it looks like the official here on the near side has that foot right around the down mark, or on the yardage marker. Maybe, oh, he does have it. So the first down here for Lucina and the Broncos, as they will stop the clock with 5 seconds remaining. We'll see if the Broncos take a shot downfield. No, the clock continues to run, and that'll do it. Takes us into halftime with Park River area leading the Lisbon Broncos by a score of 8-0. We'll step away, come back for our halftime show. That's just ahead here on yourliveevent.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our...
All right, we're going to bring it back here as Lisbon did call a timeout with 1 second remaining. So they hit the whistle, hit the horn, but we're back here as Lisbon with the timeout. So we will go ahead and keep it here up on our Bank North scoreboard. Park River area with the 8 points in the game, up 8-0 over the Broncos. They struck at the minute 47 mark with the minute 47 remaining in the second quarter on a Jackson Omdahl 5-yard touchdown run. The 2-point conversion by Tucker Omdahl was good for the 8-0 lead up on our Bank North scoreboard. For Bank North, it's your trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. See what values-based banking can do for you. Visit banknorth.bank today. Bank North, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. So that's your 8-0 lead for Park River area on the Bank North scoreboard. The Broncos with that timeout, see if they take the shot downfield. As they put a man in motion, Anderson, Tui in the shotgun, has Lucina here to the near side. Now we have twins on the right side of the Bronco offense. Tui's going to look downfield. There's the whistle. It takes a shot here. Zane Lyons goes up. That's intercepted. And the Broncos throw the ball downfield, down the sidelines. And he's going to be knocked out. Time off the clock. And that was intercepted. So the interception by Sullivan. So Sullivan with the INT at the end of the second quarter is Park River area with the lead, 8-0 over the Lisbon Broncos as we head into halftime.
With X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility has recently started offering a $4 per hour shift differential for rotating shifts. Go to AmericanCrystalCareers.com for more information.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Look at your calendar. There's still time to complete those building projects before freeze-up. Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has everything you need, top quality building materials, trusted tools, and Midland garage doors. Yes, it's busy now with harvest, but don't wait. Order now to ensure your products arrive on time so your projects are done before the first flake falls. Visit with Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro and make your building projects plans a reality. Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Imagine your life in Hillsboro, a place where neighbors know your name and opportunities are real. Here, you'll find affordable home lots and grants to help you build your future. In Hillsboro, safety, affordability, and community aren't just promises, they're our way of life. With a 24-hour fitness center, a strong school system, a trusted hospital, and a thriving business district, Hillsboro has everything you need to live well. Here, your family is our family, and your future shines bright. Discover Hillsboro, where small-town living means big opportunities.
All right, welcome back here, Division 11A playoff football from Park River, North Dakota. Your Bank North scoreboard, it's currently 8-0. Look at that scoring for Park River area. They scored on a 5-yard touchdown run by Jackson Amdahl with a minute 47 remaining in the second quarter. That 2-point conversion run by Tucker Amdahl is good for the 8-0 score up on the Bank North scoreboard. We are at halftime here, unofficial stats for Park River area. Through the air, we have Jackson Amdahl. Amdahl right now is 6 for 8 passing with 83 yards through the air. So 6 of 8 passing unofficially with 83 yards. And then rushing, unofficial stats, Tucker Amdahl with 15 rushes for 72 yards. He's looking to get over 88 to hit that 2,000 career rushing yard mark. So right now, unofficially in the first half was 72 yards. And then other rushing gains for Park River area. Jackson Amdahl with that 5-yard touchdown run. Kieran Sullivan with a 1-yard run. And then for receiving for Park River area, we have Schramm with a 7-yard reception. Rosinski with 26 yards unofficially through receiving. Schierick with 8 yards. And Oberg with a big 30-yard reception. And another 12-yard reception for 42 yards, counting for the 83 yards through the air by Park River area. And then unofficially for the Lisbon Broncos, the Broncos going 0 for 4 here for Toohey, Evan Toohey passing. Toohey did throw an interception there with 1 second remaining in the second quarter. That was returned for about 20 yards. But that was at the end of the quarter, so Toohey with a 0 for 4 passing and 1 interception. And then rushing for the Lisbon Broncos, we have Riley Lucina currently with 5 rushes for 19 yards. Grayson Lyons with 4 rushes for 6 yards. Ian Anderson with a rush for 2 yards. And Evan Toohey with 2 rushes for 11 yards, unofficially 39 yards of offense for the Broncos. And all coming on the ground. Broncos have yet to complete a pass. Bronco defense coming up strong or coming up big for the Lisbon on that opening drive by Park River area. The Broncos forced the fumble just across the 50-yard line, right around on their own 45-yard line is where it's recovered. And then they had another big red zone stop on the second drive as Park River was driving down the field, got to around the 7-yard line, and the Broncos able to hold Park River area out of the end zone once again. And then Park River finally makes it an 8-0 lead going into halftime with that Jackson Amdahl 5-yard touchdown run with a minute 47 remaining in the second quarter, and the 2-point conversion was good. So that's where we stand up here in Park River. That's up on your Bank North scoreboard. And we will see if we can turn away and catch those other games currently on yourliveevent.com. As we do have Thompson and Ellendale Edgeley-Colm. Looks like we're on a commercial on both of those, so we're going to see if we can get the scores on those. Look like Northern Cass and Langdon Area Munich. Currently it's 14-0 lead for Langdon Area Munich over Northern Cass. So that's 14-0 lead for Langdon Area Munich over Northern Cass. And then we have Thompson Hillsborough Central Valley. That was a 1 p.m. start. So that game's been going now for almost 2 hours. So we're looking at a 1 p.m. start there, Thompson in Hillsborough Central Valley. Last I looked, it was an 8-6 lead for Thompson. So we'll go ahead and check up on that and see if we can catch that score for you. But we're right around 4 minutes away here now from the end of halftime. So we're going to step away, take another 30-second timeout, and we'll come back and try to catch you up on the action in Division 11A playoff football.
Season for Minnesota and North Dakota high school football and volleyball on yourliveevent.com.
Going down the field, it's picked off here from Kindred. Tanning Johnson to the 30, to the 25. Johnson, could he go? Yes, sir! A 45-yard pick six for
Takes it up, played high in the air by Horkeneers. Risky left side off of a touch. Kept alive Thornton. Now played high. Angle, Severson, smash! Count, good!
Check out the postseason schedule on yourliveevent.com.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No, 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 no! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball size hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez. Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire. Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
Riverside Building Center in Lisbon is the premier building supply headquarters in southeastern North Dakota. They have it from the basic home improvements to complete pre-built homes. Their staff is knowledgeable in every product they sell. With their large inventory and a fleet of 6 delivery vehicles, Riverside Building Center in Lisbon can bring the products to your job site. From a hammer all the way to a home, they have you covered. Visit rbclisbon.com today. That's rbclisbon.com. Riverside Building Center in Lisbon. Hey Lisbon, it's time to rally behind our favorite team. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are sending all our best wishes to the Broncos as they hit the court and field this season. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are proud to support our teams and community. Let's show our Broncos that we're with them every step of the way. Go Broncos! Your dedication and spirit makes us all proud. From all of us at the Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters, we're cheering for you.
Buying.
All right, welcome back here. Park River, North Dakota up on the Big North scoreboard. Park River leads here at halftime by a score of 8-0. We'll turn our attention to the other games that you can catch on yourliveevent.com as you have Thompson in Hillsborough Central Valley. That's currently in the fourth quarter, and that looks like that's a final. So 18-8 was the final there as Hillsborough Central Valley downs Thompson by a score of 18-8. And then look at that. Northern Cass versus Langdon. That one, I believe that's going into halftime. So that's going into halftime as Langdon leads Northern Cass by a score of 14-0. So the Jaguars having a good showing up there in Langdon as they're down at halftime by a score of 14-0. So those two games, you can catch those on yourliveevent.com. And looking at some of the other 11-man playoff games, Belvedere Animus was taking on Southern McLean. Killdeer and Ray Powers Lake and Ellendale Edgeley-Colm taking on Grafton. That Ellendale Edgeley-Colm game, that was for a 1:30 p.m. start. Then you have Dickinson Trinity takes on Deslax Burlington, and that was a 1 p.m. start. And Bottineau versus Central McLean. That game kicked off at 2 o'clock. So those are your other Division 11A playoff football games. And then looking at your Division B, your Division B 9-man football. As we will, if we can turn the page and find those. Yeah, it looks like those have escaped me right now. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a timeout. We'll see if we can find those as we're closing in on the second half kickoff. This is yourliveevent.com.
At purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating over 40 years of service. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of their locations in Lisbon, Winter, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. For more information, go to nd-insure.com.
All
right, welcome back here at Park River, North Dakota. Up on the Bank North scoreboard, it's an 8-0 score as we are at halftime. We turn to those Division 9B playoff football games. So on tap today is some of these games near completion as your 1 p.m. kickoff there between Alexander and Napoleon. 1:30 kickoff, Kidder County taking on Mohall-Lansford Sherwood. And your 2 o'clock games, number 1, New Rockford Cheyenne. Maddock takes on Hatton Northwood. Hankinson battling North Prairie. Linton HMB versus Lewis and Clark, and North Border versus South Border. And then your 3 o'clock game, your late game was Divide County and Grant County Flashers. So let's see your Division 9B playoff schedule. As we'll take another look at those updates from the Division 11A playoffs. You had Hillsborough Central Valley over Thompson by a score of 18-8, so that's a final. Hillsborough Central Valley, your winner in that first round playoff game on their home field as they defeat Thompson by a score of 18-8. And then Northern Cass and Langdon Area Munich currently is a 14-0 lead at halftime for Langdon Area Munich over Northern Cass. You can catch that game audio only. That's on yourliveevent.com. Looking for those stats for the Broncos, as we already talked about the Broncos, with 39 yards rushing on the ground. That's their total offense right now. Not finding a whole lot of running rooms for the Broncos, as Lucina, longest run of the day for 11 yards unofficially through the air. Evan Tui has yet to complete a pass. He's had a couple of open receivers, just been a lot of pressure on Tui, not able to set those feet and complete the pass, but he does have one interception that coming at with 1 second remaining at the end of the second quarter. So right now, Tui 0 for 4 passing with 1 interception. The Broncos total offense with 39 yards on the ground. And then for Park River area, through the air with 83 yards passing. And then 78, or unofficially 78 yards on the ground for Park River area, as we are set for a kickoff here in the third quarter. And the Broncos winning the toss. They elect to receive in the second half. And there's Keller, reels this one back in, and he's going to be swallowed up at the 15-yard line. So Keller maybe could have let that one go out, but decides to take it across the 15, close to the 16-yard line. So the Broncos start the second half deep in their own territory. So Broncos start the second half now down 8-0 to Park River, as they're shuffling players in and out. Lucina trying to figure out what's going on, runs off the field on the far side in the shadows of the trees. It might be about 5 degrees cooler over on that side of the field. As Broncos up to the line of scrimmage. Looks like Grayson Lyons, they put Ian Anderson in motion. Grayson Lyons in the backfield. It's going to be keeper to Tui. Tui has some running room around the right side, and he's going to be met across the 20, close to the 25-yard line. So Tui looks like if he turns on the jets and hits the hole, he can pick up some yards on that. He's going to pick up 5 yards on the carry for Tui. So give Tui unofficially, 3 carries for 16 yards. Now the run pass option. And now you have I-back formation with Ian Anderson, the lead back, the up back, along with Lucina in the backfield. Quick pitch out to the right side. Lucina's going to take it upfield and has right around a 2-yard gain. He's across the 25, maybe across close to the 26-yard line. So give him 2 yards. That'll bring up 3rd down and 2. So Lucina with 2 yards unofficially, now with 21 yards in the game on 6 carries for Lucina. So ball spotted on the Bronco 25-yard line, 3rd and 2 for Lisbon. Lucina split off just to the left side of Tui. Excuse me, that was Lyons. Tui's going to keep it, has some running room, but he's met and driven back at the 25. So just when he was sniffing some yards, he was met and driven back. So a good tackle there by, looks like Reeves Jorgensen. So it brings up maybe a yard gain for Tui on the carry. And 4th and 1 for Lisbon. So ball spotted here for the Broncos. Tui in the punt formation. So here's Kelson back to punt for Broncos. Looks like Schramm. And that's going to be a punt, like short line drive. Is going to hit just short of the 40. The ball still rolling. Across to the 35 to about the 31-yard line. Looks like it goes out at the 31-yard line. So that ball taking the Bronco bounce. Goes right around 30, about 45 on the punt. So another good punt here. We'll give him closer to 50 yards for Kelson as it took a Broncos bounce. Spotted at the 31-yard line. We're in the 3rd quarter, 9:36 remaining. Up here in Park River, North Dakota, beautiful day. Little breeze down on the field. As the field situated from east to west here in Park River. And that handoff running up the field to Schramm. Schramm kind of with the end around. Cuts up field across the 35 to about the 37-yard line, maybe 38. So give him a 7-yard, close to a 7-yard gain for Schramm. Well, they're going to give him 6. They call it there. And I'm going to say 6 yards as well. So 6 yards on the end around. So we'll bring a man in tight there. Schramm split out. Twin receivers on the far side. Amdahl hands off. Tucker Amdahl with the carry. He's met and driven back by Lucina. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Then he's driven back by the Broncos. So Lucina coming up along with Zach Ward makes the contact and no gain. So no gain on the carry by Tucker Amdahl. Going to give him 16 carries unofficially. Has 1 carry for negative yards. Everything else contributing to that 72-yard total rushing for Amdahl in the first half. Going to bring a man in motion. Tucker Amdahl with the ball. Goes up the heart of the Bronco defense. He's wrapped up, but not before he's brought down across the 40, close to the line of gain, maybe short. It's close. Looks like we may have a measurement. So possible just across the 40. The official is going to spot it, take a look at it, and looks like we're now 4th and 1. So brings up 4th and short. About the tip of the football to go. So give him 3 yards. And looks like the tush push coming up and across the 40. He's close. The Broncos piled it up. I think you saw the Vikings and the Eagles if you watched that games. Vikings defending against the tush push. They set a man kind of sideways across the line of scrimmage. And this is going to be close. So, and it is a first down. Just getting that ball or the notes of the ball to the marker. And just barely. Broncos trying to get that 4-down stop. Brings up a new set of downs for Park River. 1st and 10. Ball on their own 41-yard line. So Park River quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Jackson Amdahl, shotgun formation. Tucker just off to the right side. Twin receivers on the far side. Hand off Tucker Amdahl up the heart of the Bronco defense. Met by Zane Lyons. Meets him up top, down bottom. Looks like maybe Madden Schwab. That's Zach Ward, the senior. So Zane Lyons and Ward teaming up for the tackle. Good 4-yard gain, 4-yard plunge by Tucker Amdahl. So give him 18 carries. 4 yards on that carry for Tucker Amdahl. Back to the line of scrimmage, shotgun. Tucker Amdahl just set off to the left side, and the Broncos bringing the pressure. There's Anderson. Oh, and a pass completion on the run. Had to roll him out, and that pass is complete. So good play there by Jackson Amdahl. He felt the pressure coming. He rolls out to the right side. Noah Troffruben coming up with the reception. And the first down on the 12-yard pass reception. Ball now spotted across midfield at the Bronco 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the Bronco 43-yard line. They lead on the Bank North scoreboard by a score of 8-0. That touchdown coming with 1:49 remaining in the second quarter. That 2-point conversion was good. Man in motion, Tucker Amdahl with the handoff. He's met just across the line of scrimmage, and that was Sully Kelson. So Sully Kelson had brought the pressure the previous play. This time he gets back behind the line of scrimmage, kind of slides down it and wraps up Tucker Amdahl for a loss of 1. So now with 6 minutes remaining, we're in the third quarter. Broncos down 8-0. They won the toss. They elected to receive in the second half. And Amdahl looks downfield. He has the pressure. He steps up in the pocket. He has a lot of room in front of him. He's going to throw this one. That pass is complete as Lucina out on the pass defense, and they're still running down the field. Nobody hit him out. So they, with the completion, so a big play, big yards on that completion by Wyatt Carlson. Carlson downfield. We'll see where the ball spotted across the 10. So ball spot on the 9-yard line. So brings up 1st and goal for Park River area. Give him 30 yards unofficially on the reception. For Carlson. So here's shotgun formation. Jackson Amdahl looks downfield. Has a man middle of the field, and that's in and out of the hands as he comes sliding across. And that pass, it falls incomplete. That brings up second down, second goal. Ball spotted on the Broncos 9-yard line. So I guess if you're looking for any down and goal, being spotted at the 9-yard line makes it a little bit tougher here as they are. Back up to the line of scrimmage, has a man in the backfield. So that looks like Kieran Sullivan in the backfield. That pass thrown out into the near side. That pass is complete. The Broncos quickly with the defense. They bring down the receiver. So Jace Rosinski with the reception. Give him a 2-yard reception for Rosinski. So right now, unofficially, 127 yards passing for Jackson Omdahl. Or excuse me, 117. Have to re-add that one. So 117 unofficial passing for Jackson Omdahl. He's in the shotgun formation. He's going to have to keep this one. The RPO, big hole opened up, and he had the Broncos fooled on that one. Crossed the goal line and a touchdown. So a touchdown for Jackson Omdahl. That's the second one. First one went for 5 yards. This one going for 7. So that comes at the 4:42 mark up on the Bank North scoreboard now, 14-0 off the 7-yard touchdown run by Jackson Omdahl. Sophomore quarterback. 2-point conversion coming up. Omdahl shotgun formation, looks downfield, has a man over here near side. That's Schramm, and that's caught and brought in. And just across the goal line. So it looks like he got those toes in bounce, and the 2-point conversion is good now, up 16-0. So Schramm with the reception. So now up on the Bank North scoreboard, 16-0 in favor of Park River Area Aggies. We're going to step away for another 30-second timeout.
Maintaining the condition of your vehicle. Trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customer satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
For nearly 40 years, West Main Pizza has been serving up hot, delicious pizzas and other favorites, like sub sandwiches, calzones, chicken wings, pasta dishes, paninis, and more. With 2 locations on East Main in Ada and the Rail District in
All right, welcome back here to Park River. And Division 11A football playoffs. Now 16-0 lead for Park River area. We're still in the third quarter, 4:42 remaining. This kick fielded right around the 10-yard lines by the Broncos. Lucina, as he has a head of steam going up the middle of the field. He's across the 30, right around the 35-yard line where he's tripped up. Lucina with the downhill running gets across the 35. About a 25-yard return on the kickoff for Lucina. So now with 4:37 remaining, ball on the Bronco 35-yard line. Broncos have them now with 44 yards. Nope, 46 yards total offense on the ground, all coming on the ground. Tui 0 for 4 passing with 1 interception. And here's Tui, handoff. He's going to look downfield. Has a man near side. That's Kelson. That's intercepted. Intercepted by the Aggies. Has Kelson, the intended receiver. And that pass intercepted. Jackson Omdahl reels it in. He was all over Sully Kelson. So second interception for Tui. The Broncos come out throwing. Broncos now with 2 turnovers. Park River with 1, giving up that fumble on their first drive. Park River up to the line of scrimmage. Short field for him starting on the Bronco 41-yard line. Bring a man in motion. Tucker Omdahl with the handoff across the 40. At about the 42, there's a flag in the backfield. So it looked like possible block to the back. We'll see. We'll go down to the field and see what that call is. So it is a hold on the Park River area Aggies. So that'll back them up. That's their third hold. So they have 4 penalties unofficially is what I have them for. 2 or 3 holds in an offsides. So that backs them up 10 yards. All right, ball spotted back across the 50, back across midfield at the Aggie 49-yard line. Brings up 1st and 20. Shotgun formation here for Jackson Amdahl. Tucker Amdahl just split off to the right side. Looks downfield. Has a man down there. Middle of the field. That's caught. He's going to break one tackle. And Ranke has to wrap him up. He goes through 2 Bronco defenders in Zane Lyons. So Lyons looking a little shaken up after the hit. And then Blake Quall. It was Lyons and Quall. And the big reception downfield. The ball spotted on the Bronco 24-yard line. So 25, 26 on the reception. And the completion now. As Rzinski wide open in the middle of the field. And he's going to look for Rzinski again. This time he fakes it. He has a double pump, and that's just out of the reach of Schramm. So he looked right. Went downfield, had Schramm just out of his reach. So it brings up 2nd and 10. After that holding penalty, the Aggies complete the 26-yard pass from Amdahl to Rzinski. Put him down on the Broncos' 24-yard line. So here in the third quarter, 3:42 remaining. The Broncos up on the Bank North scoreboard are down 16-0. So Jackson Amdahl, shotgun formation. Tucker Amdahl takes the handoff, and he's across the 25, falls forward to about the 22-yard line. Looks like Brock Lyons in on the tackle, along with Riley Lucina. I give him a 2-yard gain. So 2 yards. 70. Looks like 81 yards unofficially for Tucker Amdahl running the ball. So just unofficially needed 88 at the start of the day to get to that 2,000 career yard or 2,000 yard career rushing mark. There's Jackson Amdahl, looks downfield. That ball skips into the receivers. So that pass is short. So nice little 3-step drop, and then got the ball, rid of the ball quickly, intended for Carlson. Carlson, the 6-foot sophomore wide receiver. Still 2:53 remaining third quarter. Brings up 4th and 8 for Park River. They've gone to the air against the Broncos. And dropping back, the Broncos going to miss the tackle as they had a couple of men in the backfield. He throws it downfield, has a man, and that's caught, touchdown. So Jackson Amdahl avoids the rush by the Broncos. The Broncos not able to wrap him up. He's going to step up into the pocket. No panic by Jackson Amdahl, and that's good for the touchdown. So give him 24 on the reception and the touchdown. So now we're 22-0 up on the Bank North scoreboard. Another touchdown in the third quarter. A 2-point conversion. Here's Rzinski in the backfield, and that ball is loose on the ground, and the play whistled dead. So Tucker Amdahl lining up in the backfield in Wildcat formation, and that 2-point conversion no good. Now 22-0 in favor of Park River. So Park River up 22-0 up on the Bank North scoreboard.
Dine in, takeout, and online ordering at westmainpizza.net. Discover more than just pizza at West Main Pizza in Ada and the Rail District in Dilworth. Your neighborhood favorite since 1986.
Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro is completing post-frame buildings 80 by 80, 80 by 160, even 80 by 200. Need an addition or shop reskin? Cywick Lumber and Hardware has all materials. They'll complete to your customized building requests. Bifold doors, hydro doors for farm buildings, and metal sail steel for durable construction. Whether it's new, an addition, or a repair, every building project can be done with Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro. All materials, all in one place. Visit or call Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
All right, welcome back here, Division 11A football playoffs. Now 22-0 lead for Park River area Aggies over the Lisbon Broncos in the third quarter. Park River scored 2 touchdowns. This one coming at the 2:44 mark of the third quarter. 24-yard touchdown reception from Jackson Amdahl. The 2-point conversion no good, and this is taken by Carter Keller. Keller close to the 30-yard line, and he's dropped just short of the 30. So Keller, he just needs to keep those feet driving as makes contact, a little bit hesitant on the contact, and he's dropped just short of the 30-yard line. So ball spotted on the 29, the Broncos' 29-yard line. Off the return by Carter Keller. Now with 2:38 remaining. So now 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Ball on their own 29-yard line. They have Tui in the backfield along with Grayson Lyons. And Kelson here at the end around Ian Anderson. Anderson has downfield across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. Initial contact was made with him, but he's able to spin away from that. He gets out across the 30. It looks like he was spotted at the 30. Okay, so maybe a yard, no gain. So Anderson, oh, there is a penalty, so I just missed the penalty for you. So it was a penalty. And that was a face mask. So that contact in the backfield was a face mask, so 5-yard face mask. Moves the Broncos downfield a little bit further. Now ball spotted on their own 29-yard line. Anderson had about a 3-yard gain. And handoff here. Now Tui's going to keep it. He has some running room downfield across the 40 at about the 45, and looks like we're going to have a hold possibly on Brock Lyons. So a lot of contact there, and the flag in the area of the hold. So it is holding on the Broncos. Brock Lyons. Looks like he'll pick up that hold. That was a good gain there by Tui. Lyons could have probably let go of his blocker, released a little bit early, but that one's marked back on the Broncos, taking back 10 yards. So I think that's the Broncos' first offensive penalty. Everything else coming on the defensive side for the Broncos. So now Broncos push back. 1st and 9 for Lisbon, back at their 30-yard line. Drive started at the 29. So 1st and 9, that's handoff there to Grayson Lyons. Lyons gets across the 30. He's going to fall forward around the 32-yard line for Grayson Lyons. So Rzinski in on the tackle. Lyons, see what they spot the ball. Give him a yard carry there for Grayson Lyons. Got a nice fake handoff up the middle to Lucina. Is kind of following him, and then Lyons see him coming around the backside through the traffic. We have tripped receivers on the far side. So trips on the far side, shotgun formation for Tui. He's going to bring a man in motion. That's Ian Anderson over here to the near side. Lucina in the backfield. Handoff. Lucina is going to go right side. Picks up some running room. Cross the 35 over the 40. Across the 40. Close to the 45-yard line for Lucina. So Lucina gets out across the ball. Looks like a first down for the Broncos. Give him about a 12-yard gain for Lucina. Lucina now unofficially with 33 yards rushing for Lisbon. Give Lyons 7, Anderson with 5. Now 7 yards in the game for Anderson. Tui with 16 unofficially for Lisbon. Tui with 2 interceptions. And shotgun formation. Backfield And this is Tui with the keeper. He's going to cut up field across the 50, some running room across midfield to the 45, falls down, spotted at about the 44-yard line of Park River. So into the Aggie territory, and looks like they're going to spot him down. He is short of the 45. So momentum carried across the 45. They're going to spot it back at the 46. Another first down for the Broncos as there's driving now at the end of the third quarter across midfield with 48 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Ball spotted on the Aggie 46-yard line. So it's ball spotted on the Aggie 46-yard line. First and 10 for Lisbon. We give Tui and the Broncos the first down on the quarterback keeper. On the left side, bring a man in motion, Ian Anderson. No, trips on the right side, handoff to Lucina up the middle. He's going to be tackled up around the neck and dropped for no gain or loss. Looks like he's spotted right at the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up second down. So the defense of Park River in the backfield as they swallowed up Lucina. Looks like Maddox Jorgensen back there helping out his teammate Tyler Johnson. So Jorgensen and Johnson in the backfield. Bring down Lucina, brings up second down, second and 10. There's option. Tui's going to keep it. And across the 40 down to about the 38-yard line. So good play here by Tui as he decides to keep it on the run option. And they're going to get the Broncos downfield at the end of the quarter. Ball spotted at about the Aggie 38-yard line. That's going to bring up third down and 2 to go. Ball spotted on the Aggie 38-yard line as the Broncos driving downfield in the third, or at the end of the third quarter. Bank North scoreboard, it's 22-0.
Along with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit.
All right, welcome back here. 3rd and 2 for the Broncos. Ball spot on the Aggie 38-yard line. Tui shotgun formation, handoff Lucina. Lucina has a little bit of running room, keeps those feet driving. Close to the line of gain. We'll see where they spot the ball. Might be just short. Depends on where they put the knee. So it looks like he may be just short of the line to gain. Possible measurement coming out, and that is 4th down. So 4th and less than 1 for the Broncos. So 4th and 1 for Lisbon, a short one. About the length of the football. Ball spotted. And inside the 37-yard line here. Lisbon line to gain the 36. 4th and 1, big 4th down for the Broncos. Handoff Lucina up the middle. He's going to be met and maybe short. And I don't think Lucina made it. He might get a measurement off of this, but I'm not sure Lucina made that. Going to be close. So the sticks will come out. This is going to be close on the measurement. We're going to keep it here with 11:06 remaining in the 4th quarter. Make North scoreboard. It's 22-0. So depends on how stretchy that chain is out there if the Broncos pick up the first down. So Lucina needed less than a yard. He might have got about 2 feet, and that looks like first down Broncos, maybe by the half a length of the football, a little bit less. So the Broncos with the first down, ball spotted on the Aggie, just short of the 36, or right on the 36. Looks like the nose of the football, touching the 36-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Give Lucina a yard gain on that. Broncos finding a little success running the option. Little RPO play for Lisbon. As in the backfield, Grayson Lyons, Tui, shotgun formation, has twin receivers on the far side. Tui's going to keep it, has a lead blocker. He has room up across the 30 and goes down. Might have twisted his ankle. Tui went down a little bit awkward. A little slow to get up. So ball spotted at the 30-yard line, right on the 30-yard line. 6-yard gain for Tui. So Tui on the ground rushing right now unofficially with 31 yards. Had 11 in the first half. Let's see, looking at 33 yards. Handoff here's Lyons. Lyons crossed the 30 to the 25, falls forward and rolled one of his players over the top. Looked like he rolled over Eli Lyons. Might have got another extra yard off of that. So a ball across the 25 to about the 23-yard line of Park River. We'll give Lucina, or give Lyons a good run there. About 6 yards for Lyons, for Grayson Lyons. He's in the backfield once again next to Tui. Sets a man in motion. Ian Anderson now trips on the far, or twins on the far side. Keller near side. Hand off to Lyons. Lyons going to get across the 20. So now it's spotted about the 19-yard lines. Lyons goes down a little bit hard, clutching his knee, coming up off the turf. The Lyons slow to get up. A little single leg tackle on Lyons, slow to get up off the field. Ball spotted inside the 20, right around the 19-yard line. So he's going to need a little bit of help coming off the field. It looks like maybe we'll take about I guess we'll just keep it here. Lions a little slow getting off the field, and we're up on the Bank North scoreboard, 22-0, 9:38 remaining in the fourth quarter. So Lions off the field under his own power. Ball spotted just across the 19-yard line here for the Broncos. Brings up 2nd and 6 for Lisbon. 4-yard gain for Grayson Lyons on that carry. Broncos finding some success with the option. Fake handoff to Lucina down the middle. That pass is short. Tui drops back. He was kind of shaken up a little bit a couple plays before that. He looks like he's hurting a little bit more again. So that is incomplete pass for Tui. Brings up 3rd down and 6 for Lisbon. So we have Tui now 0 for 7, 2 interceptions for Lisbon. 3rd and 6, Broncos looking at 4-down territory. Just try to get a couple yards here, make it 4th and short, or 4th and shorter if they can't get the first down on this play. Tui, here's Lucina. Lucina has some running room across the 20 to about the 16-yard line. A line to gain. The Broncos have to get her down around the 12. So we do have looks like a timeout on the field. The ball spotted at the Aggie 17-yard line. So it looks like the ball spotted at the Aggie 17. So I'll bring up 4th and 4 for the Broncos with 9:21 remaining in the third quarter. We're going to go and step away for a timeout.
Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
All right, welcome back here at Park River, North Dakota Division 11A football playoffs. as the Broncos with a 4th down. 4th and 4 for the Broncos. As they're driving down the field. Lacine in the backfield. Tui shotgun formation. Tui's going to drop back. Fumbles a snap. He's got to roll out. He has a man in the end zone. There's Kelson. And he's ball batted away. He had Kelson in the end zone. Bad snap. Tui is able to pick it up. Rolls out to the right side. And that is a 4-down stop for Park River area, holding the Broncos out of the end zone. So completion, or incomplete pass there for Tui, intended for Kelson. Here's Park River back on offense. 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line. Shotgun formation. Has trips on the far side. And we have a flag, probably neutral zone or false start. Encroachment looks like, so Broncos with the encroachment. That's their 2nd one of this game. So the defense whistled with 3 penalties. I think that's their 2nd penalty for encroachment. So brings up 1st down and 5. Ball now spotted on the Aggie 22-yard line. They're in shotgun formation. Little trips on the far side. And there's handoff. Tucker Armdahl up the middle. Has some big yards. Almost broke it open. And doing a good job hanging on there on the tackle. Looks like Zane Lyons. Lyons potentially saved a touchdown there. There was just nobody home. If Amdahl would be able to get across that 30-yard line, it'd have been open field running for him. So give him a 10-yard gain, or five-yard gain on the carry. So 5 yards on the carry for Amdahl. Picked up the 1st down. Brings up 1st and 10, ball on the 30-yard line. So on their own 30, we're in the 4th quarter. That's a keeper here. Jackson Amdahl gets across the 30 at about the 32-yard line, looks like where it's spotted at. Give him 2 yards on the carry for Jackson Amdahl. So give him 2 yards. All right, back up to line of scrimmage, shotgun formation. Jackson Amdahl takes the snap, looks over to the sideline, has a man. That ball's going to drop. An incomplete pass. So that ball just falls a little bit short. The intended receiver was Jace Rosinski. So it brings up 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8, 7:56 remaining. So ball on the Aggie 32-yard line. Broncos, like Grayson Lyons, down with an injury. Luke Schierick also for Park River out. That pass is dropped and no good. Incomplete pass. Now 2 in a row. So Oberg drops the pass just a little bit short. Brings up 4th down. So 4th down, punt formation for Park River. Not looking to give the Broncos the short field, going with punt formation. Looks like Sully Kelson back to receive the punt. Nice high punt. Gunner quickly downfield. That's Schramm. Kelson's going to let it go over his head. Takes the Park River kind of sideways bounce at the 20-yard line. So Broncos going to take over as they spot it back across the 20 to about the 16-yard line. Maybe the 17. So the Broncos deep into their own territory. Ball spotted on their own 17-yard line. So, yeah, 7:44 remaining. And the Bank North scoreboard still 22-0 in favor of Park River area. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17. Shotgun formation. Broncos having a little success on the ground, running their run pass option. And that's a fake handoff. Tui's going to have to roll out, have some pressure. Tucker Amdahl's back there, the quarterback sack. And that's a big loss for the Broncos, right around 10 yards. Maybe a little bit more. Cross right around the 5-yard line. Looks like where that ball may be spotted. So that's about a 12-yard loss for Lisbon. Tucker Amdahl with the big sack. So Tucker Amdahl with the quarterback sack, giving a loss of 11. Don't make it 13. So ball spotted on the Bronco 4-yard line. Lucina in the backfield. Quick pitch to Lucina. They're going to go student body here to the near side and darting through there with the big tackle. No gain. That's Sheer. Or excuse me. So Rosinski comes darting through there. Gets through the Broncos offensive line there, running that student body there to the near side. Takes down Lucina. A loss of 2 yards. So Broncos moving backwards. 3rd and 25 to go for Lisbon. Offensive series not going the way the Broncos want it to. Down under 6:30 remaining. So Tui under center has I formation here. Lucina in the backfield. Hand off Lucina, and he's going to be met. Barely gets across the goal line. So maybe no gain. And this is going to bring up 4th down with Kelson punting likely on the back of the end zone. So 4th down for the Broncos. Clock continues to run now. 5:50 remaining in the 4th quarter. 4th and 25. There's no gain. So Kelson back by the goalpost in punt formation. Here's Kelson. He's going to boot it downfield. Little line drive. That's a short one. Bounces across the 20, 30, close to the 35. So the ball falls dead right on the 35-yard line. That's where Park River area will take over with 5:26 remaining in the 4th quarter.
A bank isn't a place to lock up money. It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
All right, after the punt by Sully Kelson, ball spotted on the Bronco 35-yard line. Park River area takes over. Tucker Amdahl with the carry across the 30 to about the 27-yard line, maybe 28. So ball spotted at the 29-yard line. Give him a 7-yard carry there for Tucker Amdahl. Amdahl continues to rack up the yards. They have him unofficially, looks like unofficially now with 93 yards on the ground for Tucker Amdahl. It's just unofficial. Approaching the 100-yard mark in the game on the ground for Park River area. Hand off Amdahl up the middle, met by a bunch of Broncos. Lucina in on the tackle along with Lyons, Eli Lyons. Give him about a yard, maybe a little bit more on the carry. And Bronco, it's like Ian Anderson in the bottom of the, or excuse me, that was Sully Kelson in the bottom of the pile. Kelson goes off, Ian Anderson comes in. Well, clock continues to run, 4:26 remaining. And Park River not really playing the play clock, trying to run some time off there. Still got plenty of time on the play clock here with 19 seconds remaining on the play clock. 4 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. And trips on here at the near side. In the backfield, that's a handoff. The Broncos meet him in the backfield, but he's going to fall across to the line of gain. So it looks like a first down. So first down on the carry, give him a gain of 2 yards. So a 2-yard gain for Kieran Sullivan. So Sullivan unofficially have him down for 4 yards on 3 carries for Sullivan. And Park River up to the line, 1st and 10 balls on the Bronco 24-yard line. 3:25 remaining. Aggies with the 22-0 lead over Lisbon. Shotgun formation for Jackson Omdahl. He's going to fake here to the near side, goes downfield. That's Troffgruben right open, and touchdown for the Aggies. So that is a touchdown to Troffgruben, as that went straight down the middle of the field for the touchdown. So give him a 17-yard touchdown reception. And we're now 28-0 in favor of Park River, going for the 2-point conversion. Shotgun formation here with Jackson Omdahl. Sets the man in motion. They're going to hand off. Tucker Omdahl goes to the left side, has a hole. He's going to see if he can keep those feet driving. Second effort, and that's going to fall short. No 2-point conversion. We're 28-0 with 3:14 remaining in the 4th quarter, as the Park River area Aggies lead the Lisbon Broncos. We'll step away for another 30-second timeout.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits, including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Looking to tackle a big building project or a major fall cleanup? Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro has what you need. 40 dumpster roll-off boxes that are on hand, ready for rent. Need building materials? They'll deliver everything you need for your project and bring the dumpster at the same time for maximum convenience. If it's time for fall cleaning, rent a large dumpster and clear out your space with ease. For rentals of your dumpsters and building needs, your one-stop shop for your projects, Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
All right, welcome back here. Your liveevent.com. Park River area up over the Broncos now, 28-0. As the Aggies set to kick off with 3:14 remaining. We're in the 4th quarter. Ball taken by Carter Keller right around the 15-yard line. Keller out across the 25-30. Makes first contact at the 35-yard line. Falls across to about the 36. That's where the Broncos will take over. So Broncos with a new set of downs, trying to get rid of that goose egg on the scoreboard with 3:09 remaining. Down the Park River area by a score of 28-0. Park River on the scoreboard. They struck first in that first quarter. Going into halftime, or in the second quarter, going into halftime, it was 8-0. At the minute 47 mark remaining in the second quarter. That was a 5-yard touchdown run by Jackson Omdahl. The 2-point conversion was good by Tucker Omdahl, and it was 8-0 going into halftime. And Park River area really opened things up in the offensive playbook going to the air in this second half. Putting 3 touchdowns on the board. This here is Tui. Tui taken down, met in the backfield, hanging on there with that ankle pick was Twombly. So Twombly had started the game pretty hot. This time comes up with another nice tackle in the backfield on Evan Tui down with the ankle pick. And now we're a loss of a yard, 2 yards on the carry by Tui. So it brings up 2nd and 12 for the Broncos. So here's shotgun formation. Lacina in the backfield, just offset. It's going to be handoff. Lacina has some running room up the middle. Twombly misses a tackle. Lacina still keeps the feet, driving across the 40, about the 43, 44-yard line. Looks like the ball spotted at the Broncos' 43-yard line. Give him a 9 yards on the carry. Got a bunch back after the 2-yard loss. So Lucina goes up the middle. Twombly just missed the tackle. Looking for another ankle pick, this time on Lucina. So now with 1:55 remaining. Third down for the Broncos, 3 yards to go. Short 3, long 2 here for Lisbon. Tui hands off to Lucina. Lucina has some running room across the 50. Lucina has some running room down the sideline, 40, 30, across the 30 to about the 25-yard line here for Riley Lucina. So give him close to 30 on that run here for Lucina as he's down across the 30. Ball spotted on the Aggie 26-yard line. And the clock stopped here with 1:39 remaining. Broncos 1st and 10. Ball on the Aggie 27-yard line. Lucina in the backfield, shotgun formation. Tui, Lucina's going to go right side. This time it's snuffed out and tackled. Making that tackle was Jace Rosinski. And so Rosinski in on the tackle. Clock continues to run. Timeout for the Broncos, or excuse me, player down on the field. So there's a timeout on the field. So player down. And that's Reeves Jorgensen. Jorgensen, the senior defensive tackle, down on the field right now with that 28-0 Aggie lead in the fourth quarter with 1:28 remaining. We'll step away for another timeout.
No call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
All right, welcome back here to Park River Division 11A football between the Broncos and the Aggies. Broncos driving downfield. Lucino's dropped for a loss, brings up 2nd and 11. That's handoff there. Nope, center of the field. That's reception. I think that's Ian Anderson. So it looks like Anderson with the reception. And the Broncos in the red zone brings up 1st and goal. Ball spotted on the 7-yard line. So reception there by Ian Anderson. Didn't have that on the bingo card today for Anderson, but he comes up for Lisbon. And Tui here with the keeper goes up the middle. He's wrapped up. Looks like Twombly once again. We'll see. Oh, miscalled that one. So maybe a yard gain. So maybe a yard gain there. Looks like big number 62, Tyler Johnson on the tackle, the senior defensive end. So 1 yard there on the rush for Tui. 2nd and 6. 2nd and goal for the Broncos. Shotgun formation. Lead blocker Lucina. Tui's going to hit the hole. A little bit hesitant. So he's across the 5-yard line down to about the 2. So Broncos with the timeout with 23 seconds remaining. There's still now 3rd and goal for the Broncos. And the ball spotted on the 3-yard line. So 3rd and goal, ball spotted on the 3-yard line for the Broncos with 23 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. We're going to step away for another timeout.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
All right, welcome back. The Broncos brings up 3rd and goal. Ball spotted on the 3-yard line. Tui in the backfield. Handoff Lucina. Lucina met at about the 5-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 2 for Lucina. So the the lineman coming up is met by Tyler Johnson. So another timeout called by the Broncos. On that tackle was Tyler Johnson and Maddox Jorgensen, dropping Lucina for about a 2-yard loss. So now 4th and goal for the Broncos. Ball spotted on the 5-yard line. With 10 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter, we're going to step away for another timeout.
Our floors deliver sustainable high performance from bottle to floor. They're PVC-free and made with natural stone and recycled single-use plastic for scratch-proof, flood-proof protection that stands up to all that your life demands. Because sustainability, beauty, and performance are at the heart of Solid Tech R floors.
Available at Carpet World, 17th Avenue South, online at carpetworldfargo.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet.
All right, welcome back here, Park River area. These are the Broncos with 10 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. The Broncos 4th and goal, ball spotted on the 5-yard line. Tui, shotgun formation. Lucina in the backfield, going to look over to Lyons, and that pass falls incomplete. Lyons is trying to get the flag, but that is pass incomplete. Carlson on the coverage for Park River area, just doing a good job over there. And that's a turnover on downs with 7 seconds remaining. Victory formation coming up for Park River area. As the Park River area Aggies over the Lisbon Broncos by a score of 28-0. And that's the ball game as Park River Aggies over the Lisbon Broncos by a score of 28-0. Park River into the 2nd round of the playoffs. As we will step away, we'll come back for our post-game show and also hand out our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game or Agassi Egg Precision Play of the Game. That's just coming up on your11event.com.
25 and beyond with the drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
All right, welcome back here, your11event.com, as that is your final score for Park River area Aggies over the Lisbon Broncos by a score of 28-0. Park River area move on into the Division 11A playoffs. And just look at the scoring here in the game today. It was scoreless through the first quarter. Defensive battle, the Broncos picking up a fumble, the opening drive of the game against Park River area. And then Park River getting on the scoreboard with a minute 47 remaining. That was a 5-yard touchdown run by Jackson Omdahl in the second quarter. So with a minute 47 remaining in the second quarter, Jackson Omdahl with the 5-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion by Tucker Omdahl was good. And Park River area led by a score of 8-0 going into halftime. And in the third quarter, it was another touchdown, this time by Jackson Omdahl, and then a 2-point conversion to Brennan Schramm put Park River up by a score of 16-0 over the Lisbon Broncos. That came at the 4:42 mark of the third quarter. And Park River area to strike again in the third quarter, this time at the 2:44 mark, and that was a touchdown reception to Rosinski. So Jace Rosinski with the touchdown reception in the third, a 24-yard touchdown reception in the third quarter at the 2:44 mark. That 2-point conversion, 2-point run by Tucker Omdahl was no good. And Park River led by a score of 22-0 at the end of the third quarter. And then in the fourth quarter, Park River area would strike again. This time it was a 17-yard touchdown reception by Noah Trofgruben. So Jackson Omdahl goes to Trofgruben through the air for a 17-yard touchdown reception. That 2-point run by Tucker Omdahl, no good. And that is your scoring in the game this afternoon here up in Park River area, as Park River area is up on the Bank North scoreboard down the Lisbon Broncos by a score of 28-0. As we will come back after a timeout, go over the game stats, and then try to get our Agassiz Ag Precision play of the game and our Enbridge Energy players of the game coming up here on yourliveevent.com.
Looking to tackle a big building project or a major fall cleanup? Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro has what you need. 40 dumpster roll-off boxes that are on hand, ready for rent. Need building materials? They'll deliver everything you need for your project and bring the dumpster at the same time for maximum convenience. If it's time for fall cleaning, rent a large dumpster and clear out your space with ease. For rentals of your dumpsters and building needs, your one-stop shop for your projects, Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
New Solid Tech R floors deliver sustainable high performance from bottle to floor. They're PVC-free and made with natural stone and recycled single-use plastic for scratch-proof, flood-proof protection that stands up to all that your life demands. Because sustainability, beauty, and performance are at the heart of Solid Tech R floors.
Available at Carpet World, 17th Avenue South, online at carpetworldfargo.com.
Growers, Prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
All right, welcome back here to Park River. The Park River area defeats the Lisbon Broncos by a score of 28-0. We're here with our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game is Tucker Omdahl for Enbridge Energy. Life takes energy from Enbridge. That's energy for life at enbridge.com for your career opportunities. So Tucker Omdahl, Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Park River picks up the 28-0 victory over the Lisbon Broncos. You guys bringing playoff football back to Park River after an absence. I think your last playoff game was in 2016. So what does this mean to your football team, your football the football program up here in Park River area, and then also to your community up here?
It means a lot. I mean, ever since 2 years ago when we got our new head coach, we figured out we're just going to switch everything we do. We're going to turn it around. We're going to work harder, do everything better, and it's paid off. I mean, community's loving it. We love to see all the fans here.
And then going to your game performance today, unofficially had you on the ground for 93 yards. That's just unofficial stats, but the one thing that sticks out for me is that you're over 1,000-yard rusher this season alone. But then for your career, you're in the hunt. You needed to pick up 88 yards for that to hit that 2,000-yard mark for your career rushing, and it looks like you did that today. So just kind of on an individual basis, as far as making that 2,000-yard mark for your career rushing, and then also a 1,000-yard rushing season this year. Just maybe talk about how things went for you this season and about that offensive line and also those other running backs out there that are leading the way for you on the football field.
I mean, yeah, I can't thank my offensive line enough. They do so much behind the scenes, just blocking for me. I mean, I get all the credit, but really they should because they're doing all the blocking. And then big shout out to Jace, Rosinski, Luke Schirik. They're huge blockers out on the edge there for me. So it's a lot of good blockers for me.
All right, and as you guys look ahead, you guys are now in the second round of the playoffs. Just maybe look ahead to next week, as far as what you guys do as far as your preparation. You guys obviously had a good week of practice here, some great weather on the field today. So maybe as you look ahead, what are some of the things that you maybe think you need to work on as you prepare for that second round playoff game?
I mean, yeah, we're going to watch the tapes back on this game. We're going to see what we need to work on, see what we did good. We're going to improve, and we're going to be ready for next week.
Yeah, and then just looking at the go back to the stats. You guys in the first half, it was pretty much the Tucker Omdahl show. In that first half, you were running the ball a lot, and then you guys seemed to open up the playbook and spread things out. You went through the air, and was that kind of your game plan? Were you going to stick to the run and then open things up in the second half and try to change things up on the Broncos? Because that looks like that was the game plan, and that was very successful today.
I mean, yeah, we just figured out that if we're going to have to set up the pass, we're going to have to establish the run early and get more guys in the box there, draw more attention to the run so that we can open up the pass for the quarterback there and our wide receivers. Yep. All
right, everybody. This is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game here, Tucker Omdahl. And Tucker, just like to congratulate Park River area on the win today, and congratulations on reaching that 2,000-yard mark there for your career rushing record.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, your Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Congratulations. All right, and that's going to move on to our Egg Precision Play of the Game. So our Egg Precision Play of the Game is going to go out to Jackson Omdahl. Jackson, you guys, you're a sophomore quarterback here for Park River area. They ask you to, as the quarterback, to lead that offense out here, and you guys look like you opened things up in the in the second half. You had unofficially 182 yards through the air. You threw a couple of touchdowns here today. So just talk about that performance today, and also go into just like I asked Jackson, what does this mean for your team and the community of Park River?
This means great, man. This is a lot. We haven't got to the playoffs in 10 years to host it, and just for these fans to see that we're playing on our home field for a playoff game is really nice for our fans. And just executing this game is just seeing a win on the game field for our home playoff game is really cool for our fans to see.
Yeah, and Park River, you kind of look at some of your recent successes, not only in football but also on the baseball field and on the basketball court. And it seems that you guys are establishing a good culture of athletics up here. A lot of leadership that you guys got from those 10 seniors this year. You're an underclassman as a sophomore quarterback. So what is it like been playing with these seniors? Some of these guys, they extended their season. They're going to be playing another game or another day. So what is it like playing with these bunch of seniors that you have?
Playing with these guys, all these guys, it just feels great. I've been playing with them since I was 4th grade in basketball, baseball, and just sharing memories with them in like the past days, and like working with them and learning from them from the weight room and stuff, and then they keep on pushing me. That class pushes everyone, and then all of their skill level is good, and they just keep on pushing us to be a better team.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's our Agassi Egg Precision play of the game. They're going out to Jackson Amdahl, 182 yards through the air, a couple touchdown passes here today, Jackson. Congratulations on the win, and we'll look forward to following Park River as you guys progress through the playoffs.
Thank you.
All right, congratulations again. Yep, good job, gentlemen. All right, we're going to go ahead and step away. We're going to wrap things up here from Park River area and close things out on YourLiveEvent.com. We're going to step away for another timeout.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility has recently started offering a $4 per hour shift differential for rotating shifts. Go to AmericanCrystalCareers.com for more information.
All right, we're back here from Park River as the Aggies down the Broncos by a score of 28-0. And we're back here for another segment of our Agassi Egg Precision play of the game here from Agassi Egg, your local precision planting dealer. Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsborough. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. And we have for the Lisbon Broncos up here our co-Agassi Egg Precision play of the game going out here to Riley Lucina. Riley, you guys made the 2.5-hour drive up here to Park River. You guys put up a strong first half as you limited Park River to just a touchdown, 2-point conversion. Going into halftime, it was 8-0. What did you guys talk about there at halftime? As you guys are keeping Park River, you had a turnover, you had a 4-down stop on Park River. So what did you guys talk about halftime as you I guess had that 8-0 or going down 8-0 going into halftime?
Strong for our seniors. I mean, that was the big message. Play out for those seniors. I mean, most of them, it's their last game. I mean, last time putting on those pads and just play out for them.
Yeah, and you kind of mentioned that we had Zane Lyons. Zane Lyons had a great game on the defensive side for the Broncos, picking up that fumble recovery, and then a couple nice sacks and a couple nice defended pass for Lisbon out there. So just talk about you getting out there on this field playing with these seniors. You're going to lose a number of them, but you also have a good strong underclass coming up there for the Broncos. So maybe just kind of reflect on playing with some of these seniors and what you guys what we can expect from Bronco football next season.
It's awesome. I mean, those seniors are awesome. I mean, it's so fun running behind Eli Lyons. He's the best. Gonna miss him. I mean, it's tough, but excited to play next year. I mean, we're gonna come out strong.
Yeah, you mentioned Eli Lyons. Eli last year was in your position running the ball, and he made the transition up there to the offensive line. And, did you talk a little bit about Eli? Eli, as he said, he kind of made that decision himself, talked to the coaches about getting up on the line. And, just kind of that relationship that you and Eli have. You guys not only play out here on the football field, but you're also teammates in wrestling and also in baseball. So, just maybe you can expand on that just a little bit more, some of that relationships and how you guys progressed from the start of the season to the end of the season.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely shows his character. Like, he was the running back, everyone's looking at him, and he just went up to the line, and he saw we need weight on the line. I mean, we definitely one of the smallest lines in the region. So we need a lineman and went up. I mean, that's definitely says a lot about his character.
All right, Riley, and then unofficially today I had you on the ground for 73 yards. You had that big run here in the fourth quarter as time was close to expiring. You guys driving down the field, and like you talked about, you guys are really putting it all out there for those seniors, trying to get that that shutout, get that goose egg off the board there. And you had that big run. You guys are close. It was first and goal, ball on about the 7-yard line, and then the coach calls timeout. What was the play drawn up there as you guys were down there, first and goal?
Ghost. Normally we have Sully in there, but Ian filled in and he ran it. I mean, it worked. Got us pretty close up there, and then a couple runs didn't quite get.
Yeah, that was one thing I didn't have on the bingo card today was the Ian Anderson 17-yard reception downfield. Good credit there. Like I said, you guys have a good, talented, good group of underclassmen coming up there. And just like to congratulate the Broncos on a successful season. You guys made it into the first round of the playoffs. That's where you want to be at the end of the season. Give yourself a chance to make a run deep and a possible title run. So congratulations to the Broncos. And just, do you got any last words or closing thoughts here before we close it out?
Nope, thank you.
All right, Riley Lucina, one of our Coagus Yeg Precision plays of the game there. Riley, congratulations. Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead, step away. We're going to come back, close this thing out from Park River.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
All right, welcome back here. YourLiveEvent.com. Park River Area Aggies over the Lisbon Broncos by a score of 28-0. Just looking at the unofficial game stats for Park River Area, Jackson Omdahl with 182 yards unofficially through the air. Looks like on 15 completions. So he was 15 of 20 unofficially in the stat column for 182 yards through the air. And on the ground, Tucker Omdahl unofficially with 93 yards, and he needed 88 to start the day to hit that 2,000-yard rushing mark for his career, and it looks like he did get that unofficially with 93 yards here for Tucker Omdahl on the ground. And then Jackson Omdahl with 15 yards and a touchdown run. Kieran Sullivan with 3 yards on 3 carries. And then it looks like Brendan Schramm also with a end-around run for 6 yards. So unofficially 110 yards on the ground for Park River Area, 182 through the air. And on the receiving side, we had Schramm for 7 yards, Rosinski with 59, Trofgruben for 12, Schirik with 9, Oberg with 42, and Carlson with 30. Those are just unofficial stats. For penalties, Park River Area whistled for 4 penalties. They had 3 holds and then an offsides, all coming on the offensive side of the ball. And for the Lisbon Broncos, unofficial stats, you had Evan Tui unofficially with 1 reception, or with 1 completed pass for 17 yards. And that went to Ian Anderson as time was expiring here in the 4th quarter. And then on the ground for the Broncos, unofficial stats, Lucina unofficially with 11 rushes for 73 yards. Grayson Lyons with 7 rushes for 17 yards. Ian Anderson with 3 rushes for 7 yards. Evan Tui with 7 rushes for 34 yards. And that's just unofficial on the ground. Total grounds on the yard, 124 yards. And then 17 yards through the air with that pass reception by Ian Anderson. So unofficially for the Broncos with 141 yards of total offense. And your final score, Park River Area over the Broncos by a score of 28-0 as the Park River Area Aggies move on into the second round of playoffs. So this is Brent Dick along with our cameraman tonight, Jack Lucina. We're going to close things out, and we will see you next season for more Lisbon Broncos football.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.